The bottom of the...
I'm a setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Kill till I die. And kill till I die. And kill till I die. Lay him in the ground. Gonna burn it down. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Till my final breath. There'll be dust and death. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Hell's at my door. I'm a shadow. Kill till I die. And kill till I die. And kill till I die.
Days grow dark, death is real. Embracing all the blood that's spilled. Assassinate till my casket's filled. Annihilation for the thrill. Expect more gore and violence. Accept the blackness, don't fight it. Gone forever, complete silence. Evil plans to close your eyelids on a crazy spree. I'm going mad. Stop beating hearts just like that. This soul has seen a lot of bad. My future's in a body bag. This world can no longer bite me. The reapers so close behind me. Its cold breath reminds me the shadows of death will find me. Kill till I die.
Hell's at my door.
Hell's at my door. Yeah,
I'm a shadow of the man I was before.
shadow of the man.
I'm a dead man walking.
I'm a dead man.
Before I die,
Before I die, whoa,
I'll take every soul I can into the night
oh,
and kill till I die.
as long as I'm alive, kill till I die. Take them with me to the night. I won't leave till you're laying by my side. You leaving where I kill till I die.
Fed to the wolves without reprieve. Howl at the moon, but I'll break free. Fire in your eyes, you're burning red. God knows I tried, you're better off dead. Digging a 6-foot hole, open the gates below, 'cause I can't save your soul. Please no more, please no more. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. Devil inside you. Days of rust, nights of rain. Kingdom comes with a ball and chain. Take my life, just not today. Spill your blood, there's hell to pay. Digging a 6-foot hole, open the gates below, 'cause I can't save your soul. Please no more, please no more. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. Can't save you now. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. Won't you burn it down? You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. Can't save you now. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. Won't you burn it down? You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. Can't save you now. You got the devil inside you. You set the church on fire. Won't you burn it down? You got the devil inside you. The devil inside you. The winds are whispering the name and tears fall from the sky. The devil's on my shoulders singing haunted lullabies. I walk along the road, reveals a story full of pain. wish I'd never come to be so buried by the days. Now it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. 'Cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. I curse the day and blame the world for choices on my own. I got patience of a dying man whose heart has turned to stone. The blood that's running through my veins is cold as cold can be. The darkness that I keep inside is surely killing me. And it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. 'Cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. I see a bird upon a gravestone who will lead me on my way. I see faces that I recognize whose names I cannot place. I'm a sinner in the worst way, so please I'm asking you, light a candle, say a prayer for me. There's nothing left to do, 'cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell. 'Cause it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you. This lonely road runs straight to hell.
Willow tree stands alone, silent weeping for no one. Can you hear how the wind blows in the valley of forgotten souls? Time will wait for no man, haunting stranger, the devil's hand. Some mother's child never came home from the valley of forgotten souls. whispering hollow, rusted chain.
Testing. Somebody give me a roll, please. Very good.
Oh, silver. Oh, I see you.
All right, if everyone is ready, I can start. Are we ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to The Descent. Who wants to do the recap?
I can do it.
Okay.
I'm my notes open. All right, so we start in the dining floor of Silvira's tower, and kind of an intro scene. We learn about Traxigor's backstory and how he just prefers being an otter. We talk a little bit about why we joined the Flaming Fist. August just genuinely wants to do good. Interesting. She tells us a little bit about the Blood War, and ultimately thanks us for bringing back the puzzle box and Falasker. And we kind of have a tour of all 9 levels of the tower, and then we get into our independent studies where we all use the resources of Candlekeep to finally search up the shit that we all wanted to do. August traces his own family lineage and planar lineages. Tanis is looking at elementals, genies, Jin Saeed, and gets a little kinky with the genies and chains and binding them. Ophelia researchers fighting devils if they have weaknesses, and learns a little bit about the Infernal Pantheon and Zariel, who's known for her intellect in creating war machines. Vin looks for conflicts between devils and angels to try and figure out what's going on in that shield. Any reference to the hidden lore. She does learn a little bit about angels too, upper planes, celestials, rarely seen, etc. London learns a ton. Everything he's been searching for so far, who his family was, what Drakes are, what Drake Wardens are, where he's from originally. He got just checks across the board. And then we eventually meet up at the top of the tower because the Axiom unraveling engine has completed its work. And we open it, and these 9 iron plates linked with chains emerge, and we see 2 signatures, Zariel and Thavius Krieg. And we uncover the Thavius Krieg plot, which is insane. He basically savages the whole city, sells it to Zariel, who we find out it's her that put the companion in the sky to blight away all the bad monsters and stuff. And she trades it for 50 years of Thavius Krieg being able to run the city. But in exchange, everyone who signed the oath now was bound by this blood pact. And at the end of 50 years, boom, the city gets teleported into hell. And we discover that's what happened. That's where the companion was. That's where the city is. And we think, you know what? The city just got there. It has armies there that will help us. We just got to get to them. We have to go to the city. Jay, you had a couple awesome lines. You're the salvation of Elturel lies in Avernus. We hold one half of the key, and we need to go to hell to save the city. So we get ready for that. Silvira has a way to get us there. We do a little shopping, do a little prep work, and then we venture out to the resonation disc as we are ready to dive into the descent.
Awesome. So, the beginning of this episode is a little different from the usual ones. When we get the title sequence, right? Usually it fades to black and then goes the descent. But this time it fades to black and we hear the sounds of crackling flames. It's just black screen. There's some distant screams in the background. And we can hear heavy, out of breath breathing. Boom! There's a loud boom. And we get a flash on camera. It's a close-up shot of a young man's face. He's covered in soot and sweat and blood. And he has his back against a heavy wooden door. And we can just barely see his chest. He appears to be wearing Flaming Fist soldier colors. Right, and he's breathing heavy. when boom, there's a burst again and we cut to black. There's more heavy breathing. And it starts to fade into whimpering, crying. Boom! There's a loud boom again, and the camera flashes again, and we can see this young man again, but we stay close on his face as he is lurched forward and he runs away from the door, and he goes over to what appears to be like a shadowed marble pillar, and he puts his back against it and ducks down, and he's crying. Boom! He flinches and turns away, still on his face now the whole time. We don't see anything but his face. He flinches and turns away as the sound of the door bursts open and the wood splinters, and the doors, you can hear the sound of them like collapsing, landing on the floor like they fell off the hinges completely. The young man closes his eyes tight and shrinks into a fetal position, his hands ringing around a spear, breathing heavily. And he flinches every time he hears the sound of a single set of metal boots on a marble floor. Tap, tap, tap. And the sound of dozens of chains as if they're being dragged behind this set of footsteps. The young man breathes heavily, and it is silent for a long moment. He opens his eyes as if to peer around the corner, when suddenly, with unnatural force and speed, chains burst around the pillar, cracking the stone, and they whip around the young man's neck, and they lift him up off the ground, pulled in tight against the pillar. The chains are a dark black, with a different name inscribed on each link in glowing orange infernal script. The camera angle then cuts and shifts, right? As we can hear the man struggling, gasping, pulling at the chains. As the camera pulls in, we have a very close-up shot of the marble floor, strewn with rubble and cracked. And we get a big, metal, spiked, black boot step into frame. Just the boot. And there is this popping sound, and there's a splatter of blood that dashes across the marble floor in front of the foot. And there's a thud as the young man's head, disembodied, rolls into frame in front of the boot, his eyes bulging out of his head. The boot lifts up and steps on the head. And there's a crack snap, and the screen cuts to black again. And on the black screen, we see the words, "The Descent." And it fades out. And we can hear in the background that same burning flame sound, crackling of flames that we heard before. But it blends into the sound of rushing waves as we open. And we get this huge wide camera shot of perched on the edge of a jagged cliff, overlooking the vast, roaring gray ocean. There's a resonation disc. A stone disc. It's large, circular. Its edges softened by patches of overgrown grass and creeping vines. Intricate symbols and glyphs of conjuration magic are carved into the surface. In the center of this disc is a small stone plinth, weathered by time and sea air, with worn runes etched into its side. Surrounding the disc are a ring of crumbling stone columns, some toppled, others standing resolute. And we see everyone standing there. Philaster, Traxagor, Lulu, and the rest of the party.
Did you intentionally switch over the organ music to the strings music? Masterful.
So as you guys stand before the disc, you know that you're basically about to get sent into Avernus. Hopefully Elturel itself. And in this moment, Philaster steps in front of all of you and puts his hands on his hip. This is it, my brave friends. Philaster Fisk has fulfilled his end of the bargain. But I shall always be in your debt.
Consider it paid.
Is this the time you need to pray to your god for thanks or something, August?
I'm not sure. Thanks is in order for what we're about to do.
In my homeland, we say that a clever mind is sharper than any blade. Where you go, keep your wit about you. The fires of Avernus may be scorching, but even the hottest flame can be outsmarted by a clever breeze.
We'll try to remember that. Thank you, Philaster.
May your path be lined with stars. God watches over you, my friends. Ahalan wasalam. And he does a deep bow.
I'll take any good fortune that anyone offers. Certainly won't turn it down.
All I can do is maybe say a prayer to Gond that my suit will still work in the house.
You will see Traxagor standing by, wringing his hands together nervously. And he'll say, "Do take care, will you? The Nine Hells is no stroll in the gardens."
Hopefully we'll come back alive and live to tell the tale.
Remember, it is not yourself that you must only keep alive. Hope. Keep hope alive. For it is the one thing that devils can't extinguish. And he'll, I think Traxagor will lean into August, and he'll say, if you happen to see anything fascinating or historically significant, well, I'd love to hear about it someday.
Make sure to come back.
We'll see what
Tell you all
souvenirs
about
we
it.
can bring back.
He will also bow. Good luck, and may the plains align in your favor.
Over to this day when this is all a tale we tell over a reunion.
Silvira will step forward and say, Are you all ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah.
You are brave souls for undertaking a quest of this immense danger. But if anyone can defy the odds and turn the tide, it's you. Center yourselves around the plinth and hold hands. I will cast a plane shift. And she'll hold up this devilish-looking, pronged tuning fork. This tuning fork is attuned to Bator itself. Once I strike it against the plinth, the magic will take hold. Ophelia. No, I'm sorry. London. You said you may have something of significance from Elturel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This badge. What feels like ages ago.
May I use it?
Yeah, of course.
She'll take it. Ophelia. You are familiar with Elturel.
So?
While I am casting the spell, focus your mind. Think of the place, what the streets look like, smell like. Imagine it in your mind. I will try to get you as close to Elturel as possible.
Can be done.
Okay. Do you guys circle around the plinth and hold hands? Okay. Who holds on to Lulu's hands?
I'll hold on to Lulu's
Awesome.
trunk.
Okay, perfect.
Hands.
Yes. She has little stubby little arms. As you all center yourselves around, holding hands, Elvira standing near the plinth in the center. She will say, "To all of you, I wish strength and unyielding resolve. Remember everything we have discussed and stay united. Your bond is your strongest shield against the infernal madness you will face." And she'll get this warm look as she looks upon Lulu. "And my dear Lulu, you have always been a light in my tower. Go with courage. I'll await your return, my radiant friend. I will miss you." And Lulu's like, "I'll miss you too, Silvira, but have faith. We'll see you again." Silvira nods. Is there anything anyone else would like to say?
Then we'll just be looking a little panicked, and she'll be like, "So we're really doing it then? Seriously, this is crazy."
Trying not to think about it. I think the faster the spell is cast, the faster we can't go back, and we're committed.
Yeah, she'll just like close her eyes like really tightly when August says that. Just get it over with.
Okay.
London will squeeze Vin's hand extra hard.
Thank you, London. Just tell me when it's done.
All right. Silvira begins casting the spell. And as she's saying, intoning the words and doing the somatic components, the runes aligning inside of the ring begin to light up with blue. And there's this sort of magical energy that begins to swirl around slowly. And it speeds up and speeds up and speeds up and speeds up until your clothes are swirling around you. Your hair is flapping back and forth. And Survivor gives one last nod as she strikes the tuning fork against the plinth. And there is this ring. But the ring sound is warped and twisted as it begins to resonate with the disc. And you feel a wrenching pull, as if every part of your being is being stretched and folded through 1,000 pinpricks of light, tumbling in a dizzy spiral of colors. The sensation is disorienting, and the roaring hum of the tuning fork rings in your ears and distorts in your mind as your bodies are thrust through the space between planes. And let me do one last thing before we get there. Okay. We're in now, baby. No going back. Suddenly, the world solidifies around you. And you're struck by a searing wave of hot, stinging air. The acrid smell of sulfur and brimstone clings thick in your lungs. Around you is a city street. A city street that lies in ruin, lined with crumbling building and devastated shop fronts. Some structures have already collapsed entirely, reduced to heaps of rubble. And you see a banner hanging limply from a wire across the street that depicts Thavius Krieg and the symbol of the twin suns. It hangs in tatters, smoldering and scorched by flames. Suddenly, there's a shudder that runs through the ground beneath your feet like a minor quake that rattles the city around you. And in the far distance, the faint sounds of screams drift through the smoky air. The sky overhead is an unnatural, angry red, casting a baleful glow on everything it touches. But the biggest fucking thing that you notice is suspended ominously above you is a massive sphere of utter darkness. Its surface crackling with jagged strokes of black lightning that strike downward to the city at irregular intervals. The Companion.
Dark mode.
Perched high on a distant bluff overlooking the hellish landscape stands a crumbling fortress, the remnants of the High Hall, an echo of former grandeur, now overlooking a city that has fallen to utter ruin. The Companion hangs so low in the crimson sky that it seems to almost touch the High Hall itself, like a monstrous looming eye fixated on the city below. Fire rages throughout, everywhere around you, licking at the remnants of buildings, sending a thick, choking smoke into the already suffocating air. And as the oppressive heat bears down, and the city once again shudders beneath you, you realize the grim truth. You find yourselves in the shattered remains of the holy city of Elturel. And let me show you guys a handout.
God, I was hoping you'd have some sick art.
I have some sick art. There is sick art that I will show you, but not yet. This is the streets. This is like a street view.
Oh, man.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
At least it looks like Savira got us where we wanted to go. Chalk that up as a win.
Well, best not to linger around too often, too much. I would say the High Hall is the first place I would go look. At least maybe see if there's any remnants still there.
How does it feel here? Like, is it manageable to just like
It's
stand
hot.
around?
It's
Yeah, I imagine.
hot.
But is it like unbearably hot or?
It's uncomfortably hot.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Vin's like, oh, I feel fine. Not too hot.
It's not too bad.
But it's still like a normal temperature for a hot place in the material plane.
Yes.
Like, we could be in Phoenix right now.
Yeah.
But
I mean, on a hot ass summer, like in
Yeah.
those when they're
It's
like,
like
oh, there's no
120.
there's no AC. You're like, oh my god, it's so hot. It's like that, but it's more like it's not like a hot dry heat. It's a wet heat. Like it's a suffocating
Oh, that's
heat.
worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's muggy.
It's muggy. Yeah, it's a suffocating heat.
it's hell. It's the worst version of everything.
It sure is. All right. Well, what would you guys like to do? I will tell you, Ophelia, you are familiar with Elturel. Did you say that that's true?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right now, with the shape that the city is in, you have no idea where you are. So you might want to try to get a higher vantage point to see if you can sort of locate where you're at.
Then, first order of business, yeah, she'll look for any sort of bell tower, any kind of high point
Sure.
she can get her bearings at.
Yeah, why don't you make an investigation check?
Investigation.
Can I help her with that?
You absolutely can.
12.
No, that's not bad. So you do find what, like you said, a small bell tower sort of deal, like for what was like a chapel of some sort, but it's fallen to complete ruin. But the bell tower seems to be all right. As you approach it, you will see painted on a cracked wall of this chapel. Hold on, I have to find something. I have to find a handout. What is it called? Hold on. Yes. Okay. So you will see a cracked wall, and there is something written on the wall in red paint.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Red paint. But it says food, shelter, salvation. Father protects. Join the sons and daughters. And then in big, there's a big symbol painted above it. And it looks like this.
Those join the sons and daughters?
Sons and daughters, yep.
How is sons spelled?
S-O-N. Those of you with some religious would immediately recognize this as a symbol of Lathander.
Is Lathander a good god, August?
Depends who you ask, but I think most people would say yes. Light, dawn, rebirth, that kind of stuff. But more importantly, Gideon Lightward. The potential ally Traxigor told us about.
He worked out of a temple in the cemetery?
The Grand Cemetery, that's right.
Really, if you know where that is, I suspect that's where we'll find our shelter and salvation.
Ophelia would know that that is across the that is on the west side of the city, on the farthest west side of the city.
Quite a trek, but another point of interest.
Yeah, I guess High Hall is still top priority.
Yeah, Ophelia, did you want to go get your vantage point, see if you can recognize anything?
Yeah.
All right, so you climb up the rickety stairs, up the bell tower, get a vantage point over the city, and what you see shocks you to your very core. You are definitely in Elturel. You recognize the city, the structure, the shape, but it's in ruins. But that's not the worst thing. You notice surrounding the city, just outside the walls, there are massive black metallic structures. And from them are gargantuan chains. As Ophelia, you realize you are not just in Elturel. You are in a city that is attached to chains hovering thousands of feet above the surface of Avernus. Let me show you a handout. Pull you over to the map.
Hey, gang, we might have a problem.
We're talking 10,000 feet, like incredible amount of high in the air. Like you can't even see the ground. Well, let me find a handout. No, it'll all come together.
Sorry, guys, I have slow fall as a monk, so it's no problem for me.
Vin does know Featherfall.
We do have that. Wow.
Oh, that's not even the coolest thing. Watch this.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Ooh. Fuck. This is really cool art.
So you guys will see your characters are way over here. I know y'all made that joke last week. Like I didn't already get that joke.
Like he hadn't had it locked since before the campaign started.
It started.
Where are we?
You are. Yes. Yes.
I see the graveyard. I'm guessing is this over here.
Yeah, to the far west. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now you've got your bearings. You are, and the river that once split the city in two is now just a giant, massive, gaping hole between the city.
Fuck, that's sick. God damn it, that's cool.
Elturel.
So we can see these bridges from our vantage point as well?
Yes.
Well,
That's troubling.
didn't expect this.
Okay, just when you think you have a grasp on the situation, that's the first lesson to take from hell. Stay on your toes.
Yes, sir.
Wait, the river Styx that we have to throw these 2 pieces in to burn it and dissolve the contract. Where's that?
Below us.
Your guess is as good as mine, spotting it off the edge.
Might have to rethink that plan then too.
Lightning strikes the city, not like but fucking 100 feet away from you.
Okay, time to move.
Yeah, I want to hold your hand again.
All right, so we head for the middle or the south bridge then.
Okay, so let's talk about the way that this map depicts Elturel and the way that I imagine Elturel. So this central thing right here, where the High Hall stands, is actually a massive cliff face. It slopes down at the bottom. So, well, okay, that's not entirely true because, okay, so it's like there's a slope. Okay, let's start north. All right, you go north. If you approach the High Hall from the north, that ramps up. There's a sheer cliff that you have to climb steps to go up, right? And then the rest of High Hall is off of that. That's why there's like that line right there, right? You see that line right there? Okay, this section of the city is actually higher than that section of the city. So that's if you approach from this section. If you approach from the east, there's a bunch of switchbacks. So you have to like climb the cliff like Kirsabal. You guys remember doing Kirsabal? We had to like climb up the side. So it's kind of like that, where you have to like, it's like a series of winding paths that head up to, but there's buildings and houses and structures on it. It just doesn't portray it very well on this map.
So
you have to imagine
direct route is very north then.
I mean, yeah, either one is totally reasonable. I'm just like, I'm just trying to explain what Elturel kind of looks like, because the map doesn't do a good job.
You're scaling a cliff either way?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Less of a cliff from the north, for sure. But there is the Maiden's Leap, right? That's the bridge that she jumped off of or whatever. That's literally this right here. I mean, I guess Ophelia was know that, so I can undo that.
Is that a river of fire or just
it's
a bunch of fires?
Well,
on fire?
It's lava.
Ooh. Nice touch.
And is this like a river of lava then that's coming down from the High Hall?
Yep.
Great. Lava waterfall.
Yep.
I'll just put this over here with the other fire.
Give me 16 hours, I'll prep water walk, and we'll burn to death slightly slower. Alright, then.
Yeah, I feel like Tanis has already grabbed his dagger and like cut the sleeves off of his coat.
Nice.
And just...
How badass does he look?
He's got a pretty high strength score, so pretty cool.
I look cool. I'm cool. All right, so you guys are gonna try to head like towards the north. Okay, I might as well name the fucking bridges because Ophelia would know that too. The north one is called the Reach, and the middle one is called the Blade. Oops.
Ophelia, you're our local expert.
The Reach might be a little bit less of a trouble, but going through the Blade and possibly going up through houses, climbing the hill there, might be faster, but who knows what we're going to run into.
At the point, it's been weeks. I don't think a few hours is going to make the difference.
The shitty city. There's like a minor quake as the whole the city shifts. That's what I was trying to say. As you now realize it is the chain clenching just a little bit tighter on the city, pulling it a little bit lower.
My vote is to the Reach. At least if we get the other side of the city, we won't have to worry about being split off from it.
All right, we're headed to the Reach.
Do you want me to scout ahead, Gauntlet, or perhaps just stick together for now?
I think we'll go on Ophelia's memory and let's not separate in a place like this.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
All right, so you guys start making your way through the streets. All right, you see burning buildings and dead bodies everywhere. And you will start making your way down the street. You actually turn the corner here. Start heading down this way. When you hear the scream of a woman, she turns a corner and starts running towards you guys. And it appears, yeah.
What is
like
she?
So good.
No, go ahead, Ophelia.
Is she running from something or like towards us?
It looks like towards you. But then cresting the corner behind her, there are two devils. You've seen devils like these before, with the long pointed tail beards, reddish skin with spikes coming out. They have these hold these massive glaives, and she screams towards you, "Help me, please!"
Yeah, we'll shout to her, get behind us, and start moving up.
You guys draw your weapons, move forward. As you will see, a blade pierces through her chest, as they had a glaive and was able to reach her in time. She grabs at it for a while and then slumps off of it, and it slowly falls to the ground as the two devils face you. Looky what we got here. Some fresh souls for reaping.
All right, everybody. They can't come back. We put them down here.
Okay.
We have the advantage.
You gonna fight them? What are you doing? They're coming for you.
Yeah, I think it's fair to fight them.
All right, awesome. Yeah. We're gonna get into the turn order in a second, because as you guys draw your weapons, ready yourself for combat. From you have no idea where, a gargantuan creature. I say gargantuan, he's actually huge size, so he's about the size of a giant. Jumps 50 feet from somewhere and crushes down on them. It grabs, lands on one, it's immediately turned into viscera. It grabs the other one and just rips its head off with the other arm. It is this massive furry creature that has like deer antlers coming out of its head. One of its arms is 10 times larger than the other arm. That's kind of shriveled up. And it looks like
a demon?
It does look like kind of like a demon, doesn't it? It looks like some of you might find it familiar. It is not what you think it is. I just love the art. It looks like this.
What?
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like a demon if I've ever seen one.
Or also like this.
Where are y'all seeing this art?
Is that the cleric beast?
Roll 20.
It is.
Oh, okay. There it is. The cleric beast.
It's the cleric beast.
Shut up. No, it's not. It's a
What's
Lamatsu. It's from Bloodborne.
No, listen, the homage is welcome. Like that's awesome.
well,
Cease
it's-
and desist is
Oh
not.
my god, look at that fire effect.
So I need everyone to roll initiative against
is
this
perfect.
giant fucking demon.
I've killed like the cleric beast at least like 3 dozen times.
Oh, so this will be a
I have
cakewalk for you.
Also, never played, have no idea what his mechanics are. This is my Lamatsu demon.
What's the cleric beast from?
Bloodborne. All right, so I just want to let you guys know that when you guys are nearby Lulu, you feel like no spells of 5th level or lower can affect you.
Oh.
Unless you choose, right?
It can affect you. You can cast out of it.
But
No,
he's like,
if I want to
like,
cast Cure Wounds,
Oh,
on
yeah,
somebody.
for sure.
Okay,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not just an anti-magic field.
Yes, it is not just an anti-magic field. All right, well, you know, here we are in hell, and the demons are coming, or the demon is
We're doing
coming.
it.
So, everybody rolled initiative. Let's get that battle music going. And I'm just going to say it's first in the order because I can.
Huh, okay.
I get to
That's how we
decide.
play in hell, eh?
We're in
playing
hell.
street
You need to
rules.
sort the initiative order. I
did.
And then, did you?
Oh, yes, but they rolled after I sorted it. Okay, so I don't get to go first.
Oh, okay. I was
No, I thought that I was in the top because I sorted it before you guys. All right, hey, I'm just too stoked, guys. Sorry. Sue me. All right, Vin, you were first in the order as this fucking massive, goddamn giant-sized demon just jumped so high and landed on these two devils and killed them immediately.
Things really did not take long to go to shit.
It's a very much always a bigger fish thing that happened just now. It's like the girl gets
Yeah.
killed, the devil gets killed, and then this thing comes and kills the devils.
Yeah, I love it. I think she will. Where could you get a clear line of sight? It's like buildings on either side. All right, she'll just pull ahead like right here, thread in between everyone's legs, and what do we got? I think we're just gonna go for the good old lightning launcher shot coming for the demon. 15 to hit.
That just hits as a glancing blow.
Glancing blow. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
it's
I
6.
also think, it's resistant to lightning.
It's resistant to
Oh,
lightning.
fuck.
Well, someone had to find out.
Yeah. Shit.
So it takes even
that's-
less than that. 3.
Yes, that's probably going to be a common thing. That is not happy about it.
It doesn't
She
even
sees, like-
care. It doesn't even care that you did that to it.
Yeah, it's like the lightning just like crackles and like goes across its skin. And,
No,
like, it
yeah,
just-
no problem.
Yeah,
And the
doesn't
thing is,
flinch.
that's an attack right there that would kill a cultist. Like you're sure of it. You know what I mean? And it did nothing.
It's not good. And yeah, I mean she's not even gonna try to move this thing with her telekinesis. So
Okay.
that'll be her turn.
All right, London, you're up.
Oh my god. Does favored foe take a bonus action to do? I think
No
it
action
may.
required. It's on a hit.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can hit this thing first. Django, let's get into it. Help me out, buddy. I'll use my bonus action to request help from Django next
Sure.
turn. And let's just pull back a sharpshoot. Why not? Let's
Alright.
see if they're immune to. Did I click it? Immune to a natural 1.
Yes, it is.
They're immune to bows and arrows and everything.
You shoot it and it lands like right into its chest and just gets buried in fur like you didn't even realize. It didn't even notice.
Yeah, London's just straight up scared. Just gonna circle back this way.
Okay.
Try and give it all you got, boys. I will end my turn. Django will come over with me and give me help next turn.
Okay. The Lamatsu demon is up next. It is going to. Okay. It's going to run forward. 5, 10. And when it comes in between these two buildings, it like throws its giant arm up against the building and like cracks the walls, you know, and like the roof tiles fall off. And it will drive its hand into the wall and pull itself up into the air. And it will jump here.
Okay.
And when it lands on the ground, each creature within 5 feet of him just takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage, period. So,
Do Vin's Zins work in hell?
yeah.
I would assume. Yeah, it should be 10 hit points.
Yeah, so Lulu and Lulu and London both take 10.
Yeah.
And
Lulu
Django.
is resistant. And Django. Lulu is resistant.
Oh no. Django.
Django has more hit points than what his token says, right?
Yeah.
Just times your
5
level.
times my level.
So 20.
5 plus 5 times my level.
25.
So 25.
30. 5 times 5 is 25.
Oh, 5 times 5 is 25. My bad.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
We're level-
so bad at math.
He has 30. Okay, I'm gonna track this on my sheet. Down
No, he has a health bar, bro.
Oh, well, there you go.
Do you have access to it? You can't see it?
Yeah, I can.
You can. You can edit it just like normal.
Ah, I gotcha. Yep.
All right, and that was it. Just free. It was free. It didn't
Yeah, it
have
was
to do
movement.
anything. So then it's going to use its wipe. Oh man, or does it use its sweeping rend? No, it'll wait. It'll wait till more people are closer. Okay, it'll use a swipe on London. 21 to hit.
Yep.
15 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a strength save or be knocked prone.
Strength save.
Yeah. You fail, you're knocked prone.
And that shouldn't even have that bless on it either. Whoo!
And then once you're knocked prone, it gets to do what's called mangle. So if you're knocked prone, it gets to do even worse damage to you. So what happens is it jumps into the air, lands. There's such a blast of force that the rubble falls and smacks you in the face. London. You're like, oh shit, oh shit. And then it will take its claws, smash down on top of you like it's crushing a bug. And you will get smacked into the ground. And then it'll take its claws, force them together, these long, like fucking sick red looking claws. It'll force them together and drive it into you. 21?
Yep.
20 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm down to 4 hit points.
Yeah. It only gets to do that if you're prone. So yeah. It sticks its claws into you, rips out. There's a splatter of blood. We get that anime thing where his mouth opens and blood shoots out. And that is the Lamatsu's turn. Next in the order, Ophelia.
Crap.
Little help, Ophelia!
She will yell something in Draconic and charge at this thing to try and get its attention. Makes 2 maul attacks on it.
Yes, you do make 2 attacks.
Normal.
Is this the first fight at level 5?
Oh shit, I was
the
supposed to
first
make 2
one.
attacks.
Were you? Go ahead, do it. Go ahead, do
Go
it.
ahead.
That's okay.
No. It's not gonna make or break this combat, I promise. So go ahead.
I forgot what level 5 now. 15.
That is a glancing blow again.
So 11 piercing then.
Yeah, he takes it. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ophelia. Sorry about that.
1, 2, 26, 25 to hit.
Both hit.
For a total of 25 bludgeoning.
And
She's
your
going-
thing is silvered, right?
Yes, silvered.
Unfortunately, this is a demon,
What the fuck?
so it is reduced.
Still a fiend, though, if you want to smite.
It is still a
And she
fiend.
was going to, pump a divine smite into that at level 1.
Bro, pump a couple here. Come on now. We don't need to be stingy.
Is it? I thought it was only 1.
You can do it as
Or is
many
it per
times.
hit?
Yeah, it's per hit.
Much per attack.
Okay, then 2 divine smites at level 1.
Okay, so that's 68 total,
Yeah.
and 2 more D8.
It's a fiend.
It's a fiend.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Just hit the button again, it'll roll it right again. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's pretty significant.
That's 9, 16,
28.
20,
radiant.
28 radiant.
Wow. Okay. So, describe to me what this looks like, because you do significant damage to it, like you can tell.
So I think yeah, she screams something in Draconic, Amrock, which is I think death or kill or something.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's running up, she drags the hammer along the ground. The sparks kind of ignite the head of it as she swings up into her hit. And as she does, you see that normally golden radiance on her hammer, when she does her divine smite, switches to this deep bluish black fire that sort of rolls over her hammer. And as she smacks into this thing, she drives it into this thing's chest. You can see it burning from within as she hits.
The fire sort of spreads across it as it like makes all these fucking fucked up noises, and it will like slam its fist down in anger as it's like getting hurt.
Yeah, she'll fucking growl back at this thing. Hell yeah, and that'll be your turn.
Am I kind of playing it like how it gets played? It looks like I am.
Yeah, I mean, it picks you up and throws you on the ground and beats the shit out of you.
You're doing a good job. Yeah.
I just saw the big arm and like, this is what we should do. Cool. I feel great about that. All right, so Ophelia, that's your turn. It is now Lulu's turn. Lulu. Oh boy. Lulu sees a fiend. And she turns into one herself. Fiend for killing demons, that is. And I think she's gonna say,
Chris.
Let's see. I want her to say something just epic. Oh yeah, that's what she'll say. She'll say, "You big bully! I'll show you. I'll teach you a lesson in kindness." And she's going to load back her trumpet or her trunk and go kablam! That's like a thunder wave level of power echoes across the city as she blasts the shit out of this thing with her trumpet blast. God, I love her. All right,
well, it's not like we were a stealthy
blasting.
group anyway.
Somebody roll 5d6.
Never asked me to roll d6s.
I mean, it's not bad.
Pretty good.
You got one of each.
And it's
Okay,
a
yeah.
con save. Oh man,
Almost.
this thing is really good at con saves, actually.
Four.
Oh, it fails. All right, it takes all 17. As it gets blasted by Lulu. Yeah. So she's just like furious. You can see her shivering with anger. This little ball of happiness. And that ends Lulu's turn. Next in the order is Tannis.
I'll look to August and just be like, "You get in London?"
Yeah. Just
Alright.
keep that thing distracted.
I'll do just that as I'll rush forward and give it a good whack.
Okay.
My Kopesh.
Okay.
15.
That just hits.
For 8, plus I didn't have the 2 Genie's Wrath. 3 for Genie's Wrath on thunder damage.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, which is 5. Yep.
Okay.
Because it's glancing blow, not because he's resistant.
Yeah.
Obviously, you
Yeah,
have
that's
magic sword. Okay.
Figured out. And I'll do it again. As
You get 2?
I took Thirsting Blade, so I can attack twice as a Warlock.
What the fuck, baby?
Yeah.
I pushed it. Is it gonna go through? There it is.
That
16.
hits. Yep,
All
for
right,
6.
and this is just 6 points of
Yep,
damage.
yep.
And I probably should have used Hex, but oh well.
Okay.
I will end my turn then right there, just trying to stay between this thing and August. That's my good.
All right. So you all are sort of ganging up on this thing as it's like holding its arm over its face to protect it. It keeps slashing out towards you guys, but you dodge and duck out of the way. August, you're up next.
So I'll go 5, 15, 20.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, I'll just cast Cure Wounds on
London.
London. Maybe he'll be able to survive one hit. Yeah, let me just roll that. Uh, 11 healing.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
So yeah, blue flame will cauterize some of your wounds, and I'll just hang out there, be another target for this thing. But I'll try and... I had 20 feet. Am I actively on fire if I go here?
No.
Make flanking a little bit easier, maybe.
Okay. All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
Then you're up.
I know, it's huge. I can go here, so I'll go here.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Vin has some new spells she wants to try out, but everyone is so tightly packed together, she doesn't want to hurt anyone else, so she'll just do another lightning launcher.
Okay.
And hope it's not a
glancing blow.
Yeah, because that was like double halved.
Yes, it was.
Basically, yeah. Okay, 17.
It takes it.
Okay, so,
but it's
yeah,
obviously
still not
it's
much,
reduced.
though.
Like you said, it grows.
Yeah.
The lightning goes over the body and just sort of dissipates.
Yeah, this thing is not minding at all. If one of those lightning bolts came down from above, it probably would still be standing. Okay, yeah, and then...
you get 2 attacks too.
No, actually, that bloodies it.
Oh, yeah,
That bloodies it. But you can't add that damage on the second attack, though, right?
Yeah, no, it's just 1d6 on the second attack.
Right.
Ah,
So it's 2d6 on the first one, and then...
Yeah, once per turn, you can do an extra
1d6.
d6.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, now I know why that rule's there. It's for
Yeah.
the second attack. We're just dealing with this now. I'll make a new
I mean, you
macro,
can
but
roll it
for
right now, and we'll just take the second 6 off. Like, it rolls 2d6.
Yeah.
So we'll just take it off.
Right after this, I'll make a macro, but yeah,
Okay, so
it
it's
would be
6 damage.
Yeah.
Reduced to 3. All right, it's bloodied, by the way. You guys are really getting it. Like, a lot. Whoa, dude, there's this new thing where it shows how much damage I took off, bro. What?
That's useful. I didn't see that.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I lied. It was just... No, I can't explain it to you guys, honestly. It's too complicated to explain, but it was definitely a misunderstanding on my part. All right, is there anything else you would like to do, Vin?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if she...
It's bloodied. It's really
move,
angry.
But...
It's
Yeah,
actually
she'll
like
just-
at a 3rd health, actually. I forgot to tell you when it was bloodied.
All right, cool. She'll just stay put.
Okay. London, you're up. Well, you're down, but it's your turn.
It's not grappling me though. It's
No.
just like knocked me to the ground.
Yeah, it
Okay.
knocked you prone, and now it's like trying to fight off everybody else.
Yeah. Immediately Zephyr Strike. Just immediately bonus action, and he'll kind of like crawl on all fours and clamber away until he can get into a sprint.
Okay.
And let's get out of here, guys. This is crazy being this close. And as he gets here, as he's jumping around, he'll turn around in midair and do a cool shot behind him at advantage. Come on. 20, a whole bunch. 24.
That hits.
19 piercing.
It takes it.
6 force.
A plus 6 force, right?
Yes. Zephyr Strike.
Yep, he takes it.
Here you are all 6.
Yep. Oh, that's funny that I
25?
rolled the same. Yeah,
Total?
it takes it.
Sweet. Yeah, bonus action, movement.
Attacks.
Second attack, but the second one doesn't get advantage, does it?
No.
Just the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Let's set the base. Oh, 14.
You miss.
Just miss.
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Django's turn. Is he in melee range with this thing?
Yes.
Action disengage. 40 feet of movement.
Okay. So it
Django,
flies
get
over to you.
Yes. That's the end of both of our turns.
All right, it's this demon's turn. It is looking rough. So every time you've been hitting it, you've noticed that it has this sort of black, sludgy-like blood. And You've been striking into it, and it's trying to fend you all off, but there's too many of you, and it's like, fuck it. So it'll jump into the air and swipe down. And I think it's sweep its claws. Each creature within 10 feet of the Lamatsu needs to make a dexterity saving throw. So that includes August, and Ophelia and Lulu as well.
5.
20.
19.
Lulu succeeds. Okay, so with that, the Lamatsu. Okay, so not that much. It's okay. I gotta slash R this one. All right, so 21 for the fails, and half 10 for the successes. Oh, it got poor Lulu. Lulu's hurt.
Uh-oh.
And those that failed are knocked prone. And after it knocks you prone, it will use its movement to jump on top of this building. And no one gets an attack of opportunity because it has powerful leap. It does not provoke attacks of opportunity when it uses its movement to jump a distance of at least 10 feet out of an enemy's reach. So it just fucking swipes at all of you, knocking everyone back, and then it takes its arm, pushes itself into the ground, and jumps up onto the building. That ends the Lamatsu's turn. Next in the order, Ophelia.
Son of a devil. She will have her movement to stand up, and I guess she's just gonna launch a javelin at this thing.
Okay.
Just a regular one, because I'm guessing it doesn't matter. 26 to hit for 6
3
piercing.
total. Yeah, it hits. It's still up, but it's very, very wounded. As that strikes it right in the neck, and it sort of takes its little arm and grabs it and rips it out.
I think I get another one, even though it's not a melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So another regular javelin.
That also hits.
16 for 11 piercing.
Yeah, which is reduced to 5. It's still up, guys.
She will. That'll be your turn. That's it.
Okay. Lulu does not have any. She only gets her trumpet 3 times a day, so she's just gonna move where her aura is a little better, and say, "Come on, guys!" As she holds a little scratch wound on her chest. It's like, we can do this. Tanis, you're up.
Okay, I got a clear line of sight on this guy.
Oh yeah, you can see it on the building.
All right. If I don't finish it off, then someone else will. So I will launch 2 Eldritch Blasts at this guy.
2 of them. Miss.
No. 15.
It's a glancing blow.
So 2 whole points of damage.
So you did not. Yeah, you did not end it.
Wow. Fuck me.
Yeah, sorry, bud. As you launch your golden energy out of your with your pendant, right? You'll just take a handful of roof tiles and throw them at you. You have to dodge out of the way.
That's why I don't. It's gonna be think that's why fucking Fallister's so great.
August, you're up.
All right, I will go for the sure thing then.
Okay.
Because I imagine this guy might just leap out of here. So I'll do a magic missile at first level.
Kill it.
For 10 damage.
You send out your blue darts, and full of flame things. It strikes the one in the chest. He gets launched backwards, right? As he trips up on the roof. Now leaning into the ridge, right? You send another 2, boom, boom. They hit him in his face, boom, boom. And as he does, he puts his hand down to get up, and he collapses the roof itself as he falls into the building. The rubble going all over his body, and we just see his arm hanging out of the side of the crumbled building as he is dead.
Nice.
We are out of initiative. But we are not out of the woods, boys.
We just got into the woods.
That was just the welcome party.
Wow, welcome to hell. Fuck.
We should move before that draws any more attention.
You okay, London? You got hit pretty bad back there.
That thing, it's like a fucking ton of hammers, yeah. You might want to get topped up if you have any to spare.
Oh, yeah. She'll do 20 lay on hands.
Thank you. That'll bring me up to almost full.
Lulu's like, good work, guys. I knew we could do it.
Just unwavering positivity.
Yeah, she's like bleeding from like a big scratch across her chest.
Okay, I'll do a healing hands for Lulu then.
Okay, how much are you gonna give her? She's missing like 15.
Can't get that in 3d4, but I can do half of it. 7.
She will say that she wasn't even. Oh, thank you. You should save your healing for yourself. So I can take it.
You're part of the team, Lulu. You look out for each other.
You're right. Thank you. Onward and upward.
Forgive us if we let you die within the first 5 minutes of getting here, so let's get going.
Yep. All right.
Do you want to lead the way, Ophelia?
Yeah, let's get out of here before anyone else shows up.
Okay, you guys are headed out.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
going
cool.
to
The bridge.
which bridge? The Reach.
The Reach.
The Reach.
All right, so here's the deal. How was your approach of like going through the city? Are you just like fucking sprinting? Are you like trying to be more careful? What's your approach to navigating this ruined city?
I think we should exercise a little caution. There's plenty of cover.
Well, let's also not be sitting ducks and take too long. Anything else could capture us out here if we're too slow.
Right, gotta keep moving.
So I guess we'll go like cover to cover on
Okay.
the way then, not stay out in the open too long.
Okay. All right. You begin making your way cover to cover through the city. You travel for maybe another 10 minutes. Just cover to cover. Ruined buildings. Every so often you feel the city shift. Fire, dead bodies. This place is a nightmare zone. And as you like duck behind the cover, London will peer out to make sure it's clear for the next spot. And I need everybody to make stealth checks.
Elf. Nice. 21.
Also 21.
10.
Okay.
Let me use that. Ooh. Oh wait, I think she doesn't even.
What was that?
She doesn't need advantage anymore, right? What is it?
You don't have
She has
disadvantage.
the thing. Yeah, she doesn't have disadvantage, so we'll
Alright.
see what we get. Might use the camouflage though. Oh. Okay.
Wow, three
Good roll.
21s. Okay. So the majority of the party is pretty quiet.
Do you want me to roll something for Django, or?
No, that's fine. I'm not rolling for Django or Lulu.
Gotcha.
London, as you peer around the corner, you will see a procession of people marching down the street. You will see 4 people beaten and ash covered, and they're in chains. And there are 7 figures who push them along and keep them in line. And there's 1 figure that follows behind the procession. The 7 figures, they are sickly pale, humanoid, gaunt faces, with noses and brows slightly flattened and sharpened in an unnatural way. And they have glowing red eyes. And their mouths are unnervingly wide, with way too many jagged, blood-stained teeth, and their fingers ending in long claw-like nails. Following them is another figure wearing almost like nobleman's clothes. They're a bit ratty and tattered. Oh, no. He wears robes. That's right. He wears robes, like white robes. They're very nice, though, but still ratty and tattered. But his skin is ashen and cold. You'll see black veins around his eyes that are glowing red. And on the back of his robes is the faded symbol of Lathander, scrawled in dried blood on his back. Let me show you handouts of what these people look like. The name's going to give it all away, but you're going to see what they are here in a second. Here we go. This is what the guy looks like. This is an example of what the guy looks like. And just an example, not what he looks like. The ashen-faced guy in the back. And then there are... Oh, fuck, what are they called? Hold up, I gotta find them.
I think we know what happened for the Shandarite.
Yes, these are what the 7 dudes look like.
Well, I was severely misjudged. That symbol we found.
So Lathander's a bad guy then?
No.
They're literally like the procession is walking past you. And the guy in the back will say, "Keep moving now. Consider yourselves privileged. You've been chosen to stand before Father, to be reborn in his image. Do not hesitate. Redemption and purity await you." And the procession marches past you.
What do we do, Gauntlet? Do we try and save them?
Can't stop and save everyone in the city. We have a bigger goal at hand.
We need to know what's going on, though.
We're on limited I'm not saying you're wrong, Gauntlet. I'm just saying we're on limited resources here. We haven't even made it across the bridge. We can go stop and look at the graveyard. Maybe check it out another time, but...
Other people will know more about that. Let's... If we burn ourselves out early, we're not going to be able to help anybody.
Alright, so you're going to wait for the procession to sort of get past you a little bit more? Alright, you guys wait in the shadows as the procession... Move it! They're pushing these prisoners along. When you hear, "Now!" and a silver-tipped arrow slices through the darkness, striking one of these flattened-faced, fucked-up-looking dudes right in the chest. It shrieks as the silver burns into its flesh, smoke curling from the wound. It claws at the arrow, but the metal sears its hands as it recoils. And from the crumbling ruins on either side of the street, figures emerge. You will see red and blue and gold uniforms as 3 flaming fists run out into the alleyway. But you will also see the green cloaked and heavy metal armor of 2 Hell Riders who also run out into the fray. One of these flaming fists is short, dwarf-sized, and she carries a big hammer. And you will see black curly hair. And she says, "All right, lads, push them back. Keep them off the civilians." As you see a one Renetta Hornblower running into the fray. And I'm going to pull you guys over to a map.
Well, now we have no excuse.
Yep, changed my mind. Let's go.
As you will see a group of Flaming Fist, led by Renetta Hornblower, run out into it. And do you guys want to fight these things?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
let's roll initiative.
Yeah, best
I
episode
mostly
ever.
just want to be able to hold it over Renata's head that we saved her ass, so...
I hear you. I cannot fucking wait.
God, I'm rolling like shit with initiative. Balls.
Are
Oh,
these
well.
guys visibly undead, or?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay. I know it can be kind of iffy with vampires sometimes.
Well, these are like spawns, so they're not true vampires. So it's pretty apparent that they're like dead, very dead.
Cool.
His name Gillian Tide? Was that his name?
Gilliantide was the Sun Lord of Chult. Yeah.
Yeah, the dude from
Yeah,
Tomb of
right, no,
Annihilation.
is that who this guy is?
No.
No. Did
So
he go to hell?
no, unfortunately not. Although I'm sure that's where Lathander would like to send him for his blasphemy. So you will see Renetta Hornblower running out, right? And these, flaming fists start to harry the vampire spawn. And then you will see shifting in the shadows on a rooftop. And Renetta will say, "Oi! Hamilton! A wee bit of firepower, will ya?" As we will see a guy up on the roof with a bow and arrow launching shots down upon them. So,
Let's go.
Ophelia, you are first in the initiative. What would you like to do?
She's gonna go charging out of the alleyway again, like screaming, psyching herself up with like a war cry.
Sure.
It's 10, 15, 20. She's going to use Misty Step.
What?
Ooh.
What does this look like?
As she's running out, you see like her footprints left behind her, sort of this blackish blue flames, and then she just kind of like the DeLorean, just zoom.
Oh, fire!
A
Shoots
trail
out
of
behind her.
fire
Oh,
shoots
fuck
out
yeah.
behind her. So that's 30 feet, which is there. Going to use the rest of her movement to go up and go 2 attacks on this one right in front of her.
All right, you run out, make 2 attacks on. That is the not so undead looking guy. He looks more like a vampire. Just saying.
Yeah, whoever it is, she is fucking going for it.
Go for it.
So, damn, 11 and 12.
As you run up, right, you go to strike down on him. He will turn towards you and lift his hand up and just grab the head of the hammer. And as he does, it burns his hand, and as he does that, his teeth eject out as you can see these vampire-like fangs.
All right, she will scream out, "Vampire!" I'm going to use an inspiration for one of those, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Inspiration. So one more mull. Come on.
That
Damn it,
misses.
14. That is her turn.
All right, that's your turn. London, you're up.
I don't know if London's seen a vampire before, but they don't sound nice. He's gonna spring into action here. Bonus action. Django, come on, I'll need your help with this one. And let's target this vampire first.
Okay.
Normal shot, sharpshooter, 8, immediately reload. Come on, 24.
That hits.
And let's put a favorite foe into this guy too.
All right, so you have a magical weapon, so that still does damage.
20 total with favorite foe.
Got it. All right, he takes a little bit of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, he takes a little bit of damage. But you will see as you strike your arrows into him, right? They do the damage, but he looks down, takes it out of his chest, and the wound begins to heal back closed.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's a vampire. You know how vampires are?
What fresh hell is this? I'll end my turn there.
Okay. The guards are Hell Riders, so they'll move in.
Yay.
And they'll do some attacks on these guys. I'll try to make these quick. And it's a big encounter. Hit.
Oh.
Okay. They bloody this guy. Okay. Next in the order is the vampire spawns. Oh boy. All right. Well, this one's moving towards Ophelia, and this one's moving towards Ophelia. That one's gonna stay with the prisoner. That one's gonna stay with the prisoner. That one's gonna stay with the prisoner. These two are gonna attack the guards. And these are feral vampire spawn, which are much weaker. They'll do a claw attack. Oh, they're to the GM right now. They both miss, actually, on the guards, but we're going to do Ophelia.
Yep.
I have to edit their sheet so it's not to the GM. Never whisper rolls. All right, here comes some claws. 11 to hit.
Miss.
And a 14 to hit.
Miss, she's going to riposte that.
Okay, that's the north one.
North one maul attack. 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
15 bludgeoning.
You bloody him. As you slap him with the silvered weapon, it singes his flesh.
Oh, she like a hot frying pan. It hits the face and.
Oh yes, absolutely. Okay, now is the Flaming Fist's turn. They will come out. One's gonna go this way. Renetta's gonna come up this way, and then they're gonna go in here. So, Renetta actually has her own turn. So let me run through these real quick. Sorry, guys.
You are all good.
Mace.
Ooh,
Hit.
How are the NPCs rolling better than us?
these guys are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like tempered in the fires of battle.
They're used to the heat.
Oh, actually,
they've been here
they
for a
kill
few
this
weeks.
one, actually.
Yeah, they're used to fighting these things at this point, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being completely honest, the feral spawn are not like immune to any resistant or anything. They're just regular. They're just undead creatures. The big vampire guy's the guy you got to worry about. All right, so it's Renetta's turn. Oh boy, you will see Ophelia run forward. Right, she'll see London sort of come out of the fray, and I think she'll say, I gotta remember her voice, hold on. So it says the Marshal, "Well, bless my beard, if it ain't second company. Finally showing your sorry faces, are ya?" And she's gonna come with her giant, like she's got a big hammer too. She's gonna come up with a big hammer, and it's a war hammer, and she's gonna smack. They're both to the GM. She misses both, unfortunately. But she does like smack him around a little bit, but it doesn't do enough damage. That's her turn. Next in the order, August.
5. That's 30 feet. Alright, we'll do the Misty Step. Bring ourselves right here. And then turn undead.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on, before I do that, I have to, before I make any saves, let me give me one second. I have to find a handout I was looking for.
I love that
Man.
we all just took Misty Step because it's such a good fucking spell.
Yeah, I mean,
Part of my class things. I get it automatically.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, all of us have it. Yeah, cool.
We have Zephyr's Strike. It's
Yeah,
basically the same
you can
thing.
run like 100 feet a turn. Come on.
Oh
about
my
a wall
God.
of force and he's fucked.
I just want to say I came up with a first name for Hamilton. I cannot remember what it was.
Ricard.
Ricard?
Hard.
How did you have that off the cuff?
I just updated
Initiative
the entire
order?
wiki today, so I went to a bunch of
All
stuff.
right, I just wanted to pull that up just in case. All right, August, you run in and then turn undead. So what is that?
So yeah, just like a ring of flame like emanates out, and it passes through all the living people on without harming them, but as soon as it touches an undead, it like catches and they start.
So
running
what
around like
should
chickens with their
I
heads
what should
cut
I
off.
save for that?
Wisdom save DC 16 at this point.
What's the range?
30 feet? So every thing in this.
Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah. So everything. All right, we're gonna start with the north, and we're gonna do the feral first. All right, wisdom. You said.
Yes.
All right, here's 1, 2. So that's the first 2. We're going north to south, so, and then west to east. So there's another 2 right here. Wisdom, wisdom. Boom. And then another 2 for the feral. Boom, boom. I think I needed 1 more. Okay, and then the vampire himself, which is a... Okay, yeah, wisdom save, 15. All right.
Okay.
What's the DC?
16.
All right, so...
The 20 and a
that one's
17.
turned. That one's turned.
And assuming they're higher than CR
That one's
1/2.
not... Yeah, oh yeah. Whoa! Oh yeah, definitely. They're not like zombies. Zombies are like a half. Okay. This one is turned as well, I think. Yeah. This one is turned. It's a big spell. That one is. And then 17 is also a success. And then a 7 is a fail. Okay, I rolled 1 too many. Alright, that guy. And then what did my vampire guy get? 15? What was your DC?
16.
Alright, he's turned 2.
Nice.
Alright, what happens when they're turned?
They need to start running away.
Okay. Very cool.
Turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far
Turns.
away from you as it
All right.
can. Can't take reactions.
Okay. Got it. Is that all your... Is that it?
Yep, action, bonus action movement. That's everything.
All right. They are... you know, like all fucked up by your holy energy. Next in the order, you will see darting out of like a hiding place a grizzled man. He's a little, maybe a little older than August, but not by much. And he has this massive longbow. And he will draw like 2 arrows at once, kick them back, right? And you all will see Ricard Hamilton, the Hell Rider.
Oh, yeah.
And he's gonna loose 2 shots. But before he does, or does he do 2? I think he might only do 1. No, he does 2. He's getting ready, and then like out the corner of his eye, we get the camera shot where it focuses in on London, who is also drawing back his bow, right? And we get that moment where he whispers to himself, and we can see it, but London doesn't know, right? I mean, London, you can see him, but he whispers to himself, London, you're here. You're alive. And then he fires his arrows. And let's say he's gonna hit this one that's not turned. He might be to the GM. He's not. He hits on both, killing this one.
Oh, what a legend.
So just right through the head, both arrows, like Robin Hood, one goes through and then the other one goes through the same hole in the guy's head, and it falls down dead. He will then like duck behind some cover again on the roof. Tanis, you're up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
There he is, just the lad I was looking for. As Bernetta slams her hammer down.
Coming to save your ass again.
We'll see who's doing the saving.
I see these things like kind of shudder in fear from August,
Yes.
and I'll just be like, Gauntlet, orders, attacker, let them run.
If you can get the ones that aren't turned, that's better, but if you got a shot, take it.
Yep, that's fine. I see everyone else Misty Step. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna Misty Step to this guy. I'm gonna put myself right there. And I will attack him with my Kopesh.
Okay.
A 22 for 12 plus 3 because I keep forgetting to push the button for Genie's Wrath.
22 hits for 12 damage plus 3.
Plus 3 because I
15.
keep forgetting to push the button. Yep.
Okay, yep, you totally bloody him in an instant.
Perfect. I'll do it again. 18
Ooh.
for 9.
You kill him.
Nice.
God, this is why you use melee. All right. Action, bonus action, movement. That's my turn.
Okay. Vin, you're up.
She pulls up next to London. You know, turns to him and says, "Fancy seeing you here." And then let's see. Go for one of these.
The one to the north.
For this one.
Yeah, the big guy. Okay. But that breaks the
Wait, which one? Which
turn,
one?
right?
Yeah, but like we probably don't want him running away anyway.
Okay.
Well, to let you know, Ophelia is absolutely going after the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy got it. If she can get a clear shot, yeah.
Yeah,
She
definitely.
wanted to maybe break the flanking strike from the other two, but that's either
definitely.
I
way.
mean, they're running away anyways, so.
True. Let's see. Okay, that's the first launch.
That hits.
17 to hit. Yeah, on the big guy.
For 12.
12
Yeah,
lightning
he's
damage.
still looking all right.
Well, let's see about
Oh, but
the next one.
it's broken, right? It's automatically broken. The
Any damage
turn.
will break it.
Yes.
Okay. He'll get blasted back, right? I want to do one thing. He'll get Oh well, the 16 for 10 still hits him.
Yeah, 16 still hits him. So
yeah.
that's 22 lightning
Damn.
damage.
Yeah, he's bloodied just now.
Oh, nice.
Like just under it. So you blast into him with this lightning, and he breaks from the fear, right? And he says, "I am a chosen son. Your blood will strengthen me." That's your turn, Vin.
Yeah, I was thinking if she could use the telekinesis, but I don't think it'll be effective. So yeah, that's the turn.
All right. He will recover himself, and he's all singed up, this vampire dude, and he is going to, I think he will say to Ophelia, he'll put a hand into the air and look up like he's like in some sort of reverence, right? And he'll say, "Be purified and be redeemed." And he's going to reach in and try to bite you. No, he has to grapple you first. Yes. So he has to claw you first. 18 to hit?
18 just hits.
All right. So it's a glancing blow?
Oh, no, it hits.
Okay. 10 slashing.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. He's going to do the grapple instead.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I make the...
No,
do I move
you
now or my turn?
you have to make an action to get rid of it. So what he does is he reaches out and he grabs you, and you feel this superhuman strength lock you into him, right? And then he will be like, "Okay, well, nobody else is around." So what he's going to use is he's going to use a bonus action for his inhuman speed to move up to his speed. So he's going to move 30 feet. With you, Vin, or with you, Ophelia. Into an alley. So he like grabs onto you, and then like, you know how in vampire movies they like shift and move really fast, he like grabs onto Ophelia and shifts and moves really fast out into the alley, and he still gets his other attack. So he's going to try to bite into your neck. 21.
Yeah, that is.
8 piercing, 5 necrotic, and your max hit points is reduced by 5.
Okay.
All right. So he will bite through your armor into your scaly, and blood kind of gushes down, and he drinks it up. You could feel him like getting invigorated. The black veins around his eyes like intensify. All right, that's his turn. Next in the order, Ophelia.
I guess I have to use my action to break free.
If I would say so, yeah.
Or you could try just killing him.
You could try to kill him. You don't have any disadvantages for swinging. Oh wait, no, you do have disadvantage.
It's just grapple, not restrained, right?
Is it grappled or restrained?
Just grappled. Just grappled. It doesn't say if they're grappled, they are also restrained, so you're good.
Okay, so regular attacks then.
Yeah.
Fuck it, yeah. Two maul attacks.
Yeah.
Natural one?
That misses.
Fucking hell.
Both of those miss. So you're trying to like hit him from behind you, but he's got you locked into this like hug almost. And I think he'll even laugh to himself a little bit when you're like struggling against him. And he will say, Father will purify all the unclean. Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
That's your turn.
it.
London, you're up.
Okay, 25 feet to get a shot at the alley here. Django, give me I need your help. Let's take 2 shots at this guy.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
Django, seeing me, is going to spark his scales and add a little infused strike.
Oh,
there.
I forgot at the start of his turn he healed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he heals. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, now you damage him again.
I don't know if he's resistant to lightning,
No.
but 1 point of damage is from favored foe. The other 4 is from infused strike.
Yep.
So 26 total.
Yep, he takes it. He is definitely takes it, and he's bloodied for sure. He's hurt. That hurts him good.
Second strike, not at advantage. Trying to like duck around Ophelia as he's got her around the neck or whatever.
Yeah.
14.
That misses. You will hear from the rooftop. London, back straight. Let your shoulder do the work, not your wrist.
Aye, Hamilton.
All right. That is that end your turn?
And Django will follow me.
Okay.
Bonus action again.
I do think that miss it was gonna hit him, but he does that quick vampire hand motion thing where it's like blurred, and he like knocks it out of the air. Vampires are so fucking cool. All right, I've actually never run vampires before, so I'm having a lot of fun. Except for that one time.
Yeah,
He was weird. He was different.
Yeah.
It was
That
not
was a
real.
monster.
Yeah, it wasn't a real vampire encounter. Anyways, all right, the guards go. Let's just say they kill this guy. They can just gang up on him and kill him. The feral spawn, they're going to use their turn to run. Is that attacks of opportunity?
Yeah, it's their
It
movement,
should,
but
yeah.
it would break the
All right, they're just going to let him run.
turn.
They're going to... Ooh, stretchy guy. They're going to let him run.
Gross, 20 feet.
Oh no!
Let's just say
Only
that...
in one direction, just like elongates.
I'm okay with that. The Flaming Fist Cobra Netta goes. Just killing whatever's left, I guess. August, you're up.
I go up here and chill touch this vampire.
Okay. Is that necrotic damage?
Yes.
He is immune.
Oh, damn.
Nope, resistant. Never
All right.
mind. Do it again.
Okay.
That hits.
19 for 9, and no more regeneration for you. Until the start of my next turn.
Well, that's true. That is how that works, huh? All right, cool. I mean, you could have did the Sacred Flame and the same thing, but this is more guaranteed to hit, I think. All right, cool.
But yeah, just shouting, hold on, Ophelia, we're coming for you. And end my turn.
All right, I think Hamilton, because he can and because it's cool, he's going to run along the rooftop.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, he can.
Jump into the air and make 2 shots.
Yeah, this is the cooler London.
Miss, but immediately after making an attack roll, he can roll a d10 with his archer's eye and add it to the roll. He hits.
What?
So he hits for 12. And his shit is silvered, so he does damage. And he still gets 1 more shot.
Is this a real like subclass thing? You can do that?
No, this is Hamilton.
Oh, it's a archer stat block.
He misses, though, on the second one. But he runs up, yeah, and he's about to like take a shot, and then he closes one eye, does that London always does before he like gets his sharpshooter and lets it loose, and it strikes right into the fucking vampire's like neck, right? Ophelia, people are attacking this creature that has you in a bear hug, and you're like, ah, fuck, shit, That is the end of his turn, though. Tanis, you're up.
I guess I can try to save Ophelia. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The Kopesh. 24 for 8.
How do you want to do this?
Okay. I'm gonna just wait, and I'll just be like, fucking Ophelia, get that thing off you, and as she, like, tries to, like, shoulder check it, I'll use that opportunity to, like, just run it, like, right through its fucking head.
Yeah, you do, and rip the blade back out, and as you do, it, like, slumps to the ground. A turn goes by, but unless you do something else to it, it's gonna come back up. Even if it, well, it says if it no, that's not how it works. He doesn't get his regenerate back, but he will come back the following turn.
She's smashing his fucking head with a hammer.
You smash his head with a hammer, and it grows back.
I will Sacred Flame it a bunch until it fails.
Yeah. Basically, all you have to do is, do any amount of radiant damage, and it won't come back. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it doesn't regenerate. It says if it doesn't take radiant damage. There's other stuff that does it, but... So if it starts its turn and doesn't take radiant damage, that's it. Okay. Whatever. You just run over and start burning it and smashing its head in and killing it. And it's fine. So we are out of initiative.
Oh, bloody hells. Thank you, Tannis. I'm not used to being the damsel in distress that often.
Just doing what anyone in second company would do for me. I hope.
You will hear Renetta shouting orders. All right, folks. I know you've been through the worst of it, but you're safe with us. We're taking you to a place where Father's little monsters won't lay a finger on you. Keep close and keep your heads low. And then she will, like, approach you guys. You will also see Hamilton jump off the roof.
Yeah, London will not really care about Ophelia dying or Retta yelling orders. She, like, he walks towards Hamilton and then picks up to, like, a jog and, like, runs into his arms and gives him a hug.
You both hug, yes.
Kind of gives him all of London's weight, almost.
He will take you and hug you for a minute and then push you back away from him. And he'll say, "You're alive." And looking worse for wear, but hell, you're alive.
I never thought I'd see you again. Wiping tears from his face.
I don't know whether to smack you for scaring me or hug you just for showing up.
I thought they captured you in Baldur's Gate. It's you. I can't believe it.
I can't believe I've seen you either. You've grown.
You look exactly the same as I remember.
I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, you always were a scrappy one, but I see a fine young man before me.
I'm still carrying your bow as well.
That's a nice bow you got there, kid.
You added trinkets from some of my friends, but...
Well, don't get it confused, kid. I'm still better than you with a bow.
No doubts about that.
Where is Django while this is happening?
He'll, like, eventually leap up, kind of hop.
When it jumps onto you, Hamilton will be like, "Oh, hell, kid!"
No, it's okay. This is Django. You know that egg, the one that my parents had and their parents had? It was the only thing that made it out of the attack when the gnolls came, and it's hatched.
That's what was in that egg?
For all of those years lying dormant until now.
The city shifts. We will cut back to Renetta. Who is meeting with Renetta?
I would have certainly gone to talk at least a little bit of shit.
We'll probably both come up out of the alleyway.
Once I'm done seeing if any of the people need like an immediate medical
Yeah, they're
attention.
actually fine. Like, in perfect health. Other than being hungry and tired and crying and, the situation. But, like, other than that, they're fine. These people did not hurt them at all. Like, the vampires didn't hurt them at all. Good.
I have to say, Renetta, for the first time in history, I am glad to see First Company.
It's about damn time you lot showed up. You've missed the party.
We had our Where's Callan at?
He's over at the safe house. And I guess I'll be owing Roland a gold piece. Served me right for betting against you. I thought you lot had either run off or got yourselves killed.
Manip Roland's here. He's alive?
She nods.
Where's the safe house? How far?
It's to the north a bit. We might start get moving. We can catch up more there.
I'm eager to see what this little resistance of yours looks like, because if you're it, then, well, Eltrill's fucked.
She punches you on your shoulder, and she says, "We're called freedom fighters." And she, like, kind of laughs at that.
I don't see a beret, but...
Raven Guard, is he around?
Let's catch up at the safe house. And she will say, let's keep it moving, folks. Keep your heads down and keep your eyes peeled. These bloodsuckers tend to linger. And we cut back to Hamilton where he's like, let's catch up at the safe house. We got to move.
Yeah, if you're going there as well, then okay.
Yeah. All right.
Lead the way.
Cool. So
lead the way. I'm sorry.
So good to see you, Dad.
I'm sorry, Sergeant Dad.
we pull over to August, who is the other dad. Do that. I did want to make Hamilton almost identical to August.
Suspiciously similar in age, very similar beard line.
Yes. Okay.
Tokens are looking left.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are pulled to a safe house to the north. So you were brought, when you bring these like prisoners with you, they're demanacled. And let me do that real quick. Okay, safe house. You're brought to the charred remains of what once was a large residence, with a crumbled cobblestone walls and blackened wooden beams jutting from the rubble like skeletal remains. Behind the ruins, half hidden by rubble and ash, is a small, reinforced cellar door. Renetta leans down and does a specific knock. And from inside, the door is unlocked and lifted. And lifting the door is a soot-covered and tired-looking Fist Colin.
Which one's he?
He's the Dragonborn that they did the arm wrestling match.
Oh, bro, at the very beginning.
Yes.
Fuck, that guy's made it too. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. He does not say anything. He just nods at you guys like he's way too cool to be like, oh, good to see you guys. But the prisoners are brought in. The Flaming Fist go in. The two Hell Riders. Hamilton starts to go in. Renetta's going to be the last to leave. Do you guys go into the cellar?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You guys head down into the cellar. We're going to take a break.
Oh, fuck. Awesome.
See you
What a
guys
good episode.
See you guys in a minute. We are back. Everything's. Somebody talk real quick.
Hello.
Okay.
Just talking.
All right. You guys descend into the safe house as Fistcallin shuts and locks the cellar door above you. Two flickering lanterns dimly illuminate this subterranean chamber. The ceiling is supported by timber beams and the floor is hard-packed earth. Blankets and makeshift bedding are spread across the dirt floor. Crates and barrels serve as seating and tables. Survivors, about 15 in number, huddle in small groups. In one corner, a small group tends to wounded, patching injuries with torn cloth. There are two other Hellriders in here. When you enter, you will all see a figure in metal armor with his tabard tattered and cut and torn, blonde, almost white hair, slicked back, covered in ash and soot, as you will see Manup motherfucking Roland rise when he sees you. We'll all be damned. Second company.
Well, guess we're in good company then.
We're gonna have to retire that phrase.
He will approach all of you, almost in awe, like in shock. And he'll put a hand on August's shoulder. When I ordered that retreat, I didn't expect I'd ever see you again.
You saved us from... It's just really good to see you. Everybody thought you were dead.
Not yet. Not yet. But wait. How in the hells did you get here? Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think there was a misunderstanding. We just got here from the material plane. We made it out of the city a month ago.
What madness has brought you back here?
We think we figured out how to bring the city back while we were topside.
Carry on.
So
you can say if you want.
Yeah.
We tell him everything.
Yeah.
What do you just give me a rundown on what you want to tell him?
Bavius Krieg's entire life was a lie.
Shit. He's inclined to believe you.
And the foundation of that, we have half of it, and we need to find the other half and destroy it. And if we can get the Krieg Resolute on the way out, that's also nice.
Okay. So I want to say we decided who was carrying the contract.
That would be me.
Ophelia, you're carrying the contract?
Sense.
Okay.
Yep.
I will ask you, because I bet Silvira could have set it up with her Axiom unraveling engine. Would you prefer the 9 plates stacked together? So would you prefer to carry the 9 plates as 9 plates or have it in the puzzle box? And all you have to do is make 1 turn and it'll open, and 1 turn and it'll close.
I think in the puzzle box.
So you have the
makes
puzzle
most
cube.
sense.
Or the puzzle box. Okay. Just wanted to clarify. So, because we were just sort of moved past that. But that is something that I want to clarify. So you have the contract, the Avius Creek copy of the contract in the puzzle box, just 1 click away. Like I'll say, it's easy enough for you to open. In Ophelia's possession.
Yeah.
Okay. You tell him everything. Did you tell him about like how you got here, like Candlekeep?
Yeah.
All that stuff. Okay. So after we get a montage of you guys talking.
I think I'll leave out the part about us killing a duke, because still don't know how that's going to go over.
Okay. Okay, interesting. All right. After you're done, he will... I mean, in the middle of it, he sat back down because he was like, Jesus, like, oh my God. By all that is holy, you're carrying the one damn thing that might turn the tide in all of this.
Unfortunately, the other half is going to be a whole lot harder.
He'll stand up. You've done good work, soldiers. You were right to bring this here. But if there's one man who needs to hear all of this, it's the Marshal. Ravengard, he'll know what to do.
He's alive.
Still alive.
He is. He's been holding us together in these hellish conditions with nothing but grit and determination. Allow me to brief you on the situation, soldiers. And then he'll tell you everything that's going on. Marshal Ravengard was a prisoner in the High Hall when Elzarel fell. They took him prisoner. That's why he was gone all day. Chaos erupted, but in the thick of it, he managed to escape. Ravengard pulled together the Flaming Fist and whatever Hell Riders were left and secured the High Hall. The Hell Riders and whatever Flaming Fist are left, they'll say, we've taken to calling ourselves Ravengard's Freedom Fighters. And he gets like a little smirk on his face. Like this is sort of, it's kind of a joke, but it's mostly like to lighten up the situation, right? Like they're freedom fighters, you know, like it's kind of dire. But he says, let's be honest, it's a skeleton crew. We have 3 companies of Flaming Fist, a handful of Hell Riders, and some regular civilians brave enough to pick up a blade. We're holding the line, but it's not pretty. When El Terrell fell, the High Hall took a beating. Most of it's rubble now. But what's left? Some walls, a few towers. But the Grand Cathedral, that's mostly intact. And that's where Raven Guard and the survivors have dug in. The Marshal is relentless. He's keeping us alive, keeping hope alive, somehow. But he can't work miracles with what little we have. We've gathered what food and supplies we could, but we have barely got enough to keep everyone standing. The Freedom Fighters have been making regular scouting missions to the eastern city, which is where you guys are now, gathering survivors and supplies and bringing them back to the High Hall. The city's in shambles. The fall tore it in two, and the only way between the east and west sides is over the Reach and the Blade bridges. Miraculously, they're still holding. And we had managed to hold the Reach bridge for about a 10-day, and we're using it to ferry survivors across. But 4 days ago, while we were on a run, the Freedom Fighters holding the bridge lost it to the Hell Knights. We've been pinned down on this side ever since. Supplies are low. We didn't bring much. We hadn't planned on being trapped like this. Plus, like I said, the conditions aren't too much better at the High Hall. And then it's like he gets an idea. You, though. Having you here changes things. With your help, we might just be able to take back the bridge. Bring these people back to the High Hall and get that contract in front of the Marshal. It's risky, but if we can break through, we can give these folks a chance at survival.
Why we're here?
Now, there's a few forces at work against us here in the city.
You mentioned the Hell Knights?
That's right. There's the Hell Knights, the Sons and Daughters, the Demons, and the Infernal Raiders and Marauders. They're all fighting to take the city. The Hell Knights, as we've taken to calling them, are former Hell Rider and Order of Companion Knights. Something happened to them when El Terrell fell. The Knights of El Terrell seemed to be cursed. We've discovered the hard way that no one in the Order of the Companion is left. None of the Knights, anyways, that I know of. Anyone bearing that symbol who is still standing isn't the same as before. When they died, they didn't stay down. They rose again, twisted and vile, transformed into devils. Powerful ones at that. As if hell itself changed them. And worse yet, any Hell Riders that die fighting alongside us suffer the same fate.
Why?
We thought that these knights, the Knights of El Terrell, would defend the city when it fell, but as soon as the companions started changing, the Hell Knights and their white-masked allies started systematically hunting down other Order of Companion and Hell Rider Knights, as well as every single priest and powerful spellcaster in the city. Anyone who could fight back, any semblance of government, they're all dead or changed. Now the Knights hunt the very civilians they once swore to protect, patrolling the streets like rabid hounds, raiding homes and killing anyone they find. They have holed up in the Keep of the Twin Suns, up in the northwest. From what we have pieced together, it's where they organize their attacks and rally their forces. They're not just aimless marauders. They operate with a brutal sort of discipline. They march in well-coordinated patrols, covering ground systematically. You see one or two of them, there's likely more close by. And every day, they're growing bolder, They seem intent on tightening their grip on Elturel, block by block, trying to crush whatever resistance is left. We've tried holding them back, but we're outnumbered, and every fallen Hell Rider only adds to their ranks. Do we have any questions about the Hell Knights?
Seems pretty straightforward from what we know.
Yep. So there's just X Order of the Companion, and there's no Order of the Companion Knights left. They're all turned.
What if Ophelia dies?
That's was gonna bring.
What if
that up,
Hamilton
that might-
dies?
Oh, London starts crying again.
He will move on. There's ones calling themselves the Sons and Daughters. Here in the southeast. So they're on this side of the city. They're no ordinary folk. Vampire spawn by the looks of it. Almost the whole lot of them. They've taken over Shiara's market. Built the place up into a well-fortified and defended stronghold. We don't know much, but what we do know is that they are led by a man who calls himself Father. By the looks of things, he's a true vampire. A powerful one at that. Somehow, this Father has stockpiled a massive supply of food and fresh water, offering it to anyone who joins him. They call themselves the Righteous, but they're far from it. They claim to be protecting Elturel, offering salvation and purification to any who will bow to their Father. But those who go come out pale as the moon, if they come out at all. We believe that those who resist, well, they don't get mercy. Father has taken to making them prisoners, slaves, or worse. They're a threat, and they're growing. Worse yet, they've hoarded a damnable stockpile of precious supplies. Do we have any questions about the Sons and Daughters?
At least we know there's is fresh water and food in the city then.
Yeah, there's a shitload of, like, it's like they gathered all of it. Somehow.
That, the vampire we slayed, he bore the symbol of Lathander. Do you know anything more about this Father?
They don't know anything about Father. They just know he's like a cult leader.
Has there been any? Has anybody heard of Gideon Lightward since the city fell?
He's never heard that name.
Troubling.
Chances are that Gideon Lightward's the Father.
That's the current theory.
Likely.
Why else a vampire would worship the god of the sun is beyond me.
Covering his trail? I mean, or it's an imposter.
Okay. Next is the demons. Demons are another force to be reckoned with in the city right now. We don't know how, but they've been trickling into the city from the west. And though they're disorganized, they're still very dangerous. From our intel, they don't seem to have a plan or motive beyond chaos, and thank the gods for that. If they were more organized, they'd be a damn sight worse than they already are. However, every once in a while, they manage to distract the Hell Knights, which is, well, a small mercy. But there's something to watch out for. Run into a pack of them alone, and you're done. Best to avoid, or if you have to face them, hit hard and fast. We're not sure where exactly they're coming from, but they are still a very clear threat. And there's
found out the hard way as well.
Oh, you've faced one since you've been here. They're dangerous.
It's been an hour.
It has been like an hour. But he'll say that, like, he finds it very strange that there's so fucking many of them. And like, if you faced one, okay, thank God you didn't face 5 of those Lamatsus.
Go ahead. I was just gonna start speculating, but go ahead if you got
Okay.
more shit.
The final group is several small disjointed bands of devils. They have a taste for marauding. They don't appear to be with the Hell Knights or the Demon Packs. They seem to just be greedy little bastards who have separately managed to make their way into the city somehow. They've been raiding the city looking for treasure, supplies, or even souls, maybe. We're not entirely sure what drives them, but we do know that they are ruthless. They don't appear to be mindless fiends. They're calculated. If you're not careful, they'll strip you of everything, including your life. Okay, those are the 4 sort of groups in the city right now. Do you have any questions about them?
Hopefully will ask, is there anyone explicitly with Zariel? Those white masked cultists, are they still around?
Yeah, oh yeah, he said, like, yeah, they serve with the Hell Knights. They're like part of the Hell Knight or faction. Yeah, they're not, he'll say they're not as dangerous as the Hell Knights themselves. But the Hell Knight usually has like a squad of them or something, you know? Or other devils too. Like they have other devils with them too. Not just Hell Knights. But the Hell Knights are fucking terrifying. They're very powerful devils.
Already powerful fighters and then got turned into devils.
Yeah.
Does their description match that one thing that we met in session 1 that was leading the white mask cultists? Was that?
Oh no, that guy was like a human.
That was
the guy.
So it was just a more powerful cultist human guy.
Yeah, yeah. But that's probably like he might have got turned into like a Hell Knight. You know what I mean?
So how do we take the Reach then? We did bring food and water supplies.
We should get those to the High Hall. Raven Guard and the Freedom Fighters have a little over 100 survivors in the High Hall.
Frontal assault on the Reach.
You will see an old man that you guys just saved from the vampires. And he's wearing really tattered clothes, like he's been through really rough stuff. He didn't even know there was freedom fighters until he was saved. You know what I mean? Like he thought he was done for. And you will see as he approaches you all, he has a holy symbol clutched tightly in his hand, wrapped around his neck. And it's a white gauntlet. It's the symbol of Torm, which is unusual for Elturel. He'll say, "Excuse me. I've been praying to Torm. I prayed that he would protect me. And he guided you to me, and you saved me. Now I feel as though the Speaker of Truth is guiding me to help you in return. I overheard you talk about reclaiming the bridge. Long ago, before the Unity laws forbade worship of anything but the Companion, those bridges had other names. They were called Torm's Reach and Torm's Blade. They are more than just mere stone. They were once sacred places. It was said that if you stood on the bridge and uttered his prayer, Torm himself would come to protect the bridge, repelling evil and all those who would defile it. I've never seen it done, but he opens his palm and shows you the symbol. I have faith. My faith in Torm has held firm even when I was forbidden to keep it. I believe the bridges were blessed by Torm, and that blessing still holds. I have faith it is true.
Torm can see us down here. I certainly don't see the harm in trying.
Wisest men in Elturel to not listen to the Deceiver. Give you that, so I see no reason why not to trust you now.
The God of truth speaks through me. I know it to be true. I know the prayer. I can teach it to you. But, good.
Just gonna say, please. I think we could all use a little bit of faith with what we're about to do.
There is something that you must understand. The one who speaks it must have unwavering faith, true resolve. The God of truth does not recognize hollow words or empty gestures. Only pure truth reaches him. If there is doubt in your soul, he will sense it. But if you truly believe, well, Torm's protection is a powerful thing. It has protected me.
London would look up to Lulu. We're talking about someone that has unwavering faith no matter what.
You want me to learn the prayer?
Is that something you think you can do, little friend?
Yeah, I think I can.
I think that's an excellent idea. I mean, Lulu, you've been to hell and back again. And you haven't lost a step.
She furrows her brow. I can do it. I can do it. And the old man will begin to speak out the prayer to her. He says, O Torm, field of the true, hear this prayer. In steadfast heart and undaunted spirit I do stand, unbroken by darkness and unyielding before evil. By the strength of 1,000 battles and trials endured, guard those who walk in faith and shield them from shadow. By truth I beseech thee, by courage I remain. Let thy blessing be our fortress, eternal and unshaken. And as soon as the last word leaves his lips, Lulu bursts with this golden light. Her eyes white, light emanating from her. She's almost as bright as a star as you have to shield your eyes away from her. And then it fades. Sariel. Sariel. I remember. That was the name of my angel. I remember her face. Her name. But I have more information. I didn't pull it up. I wasn't expecting this.
Zariel and Angel.
Is that right?
To pull up the notes. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this.
Like Zariel's like the John of angel names, you know?
Maybe.
When someone writing down that prayer as that guy was saying,
I mean, she's gonna say it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, where the fuck is it?
First off, through Torm, all things are possible, so jot that down.
Lordum? Nope. Info on devils. Hold up, I got it. I'm here. I almost got it. Okay, not the research. Not the tower. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys.
Do you guys all know who Torm is? Is that like a common god?
He's the god of. What's the god of?
Truth and justice.
In the American way.
He's a pretty popular
I thought
god.
Tyr was justice.
You're right, Tyr is justice. He's part of the triad.
The total
Yeah.
opposite of like the deception bad guy.
Yeah, they're both like lawful good, right? Tyr and
Yeah.
Torm.
No, yes, lawful good. Yeah.
No, that was Helm that got special treatment during the time of troubles, right? Not Torm.
Yeah, Torm has a good alignment. Helm doesn't. God, I'm so sorry, guys. I have it. Yes. Nope. I should have been more careful with my notes. I literally didn't expect this, but it just makes so much sense. Right. It's not Survivor's Tower, right? No. Not Survivor's Tower.
Should ask for this old guy's name at some point too.
Here's a question for the team. If they're so desperate for food, does it make more sense to try and take over the market now?
Bro, I was thinking that.
I would
We have
love to
some
see
hell
it take
riders
over the
with us.
market.
Fuck up some vampires,
We
get some
just
free
talked about how
food.
there's like
Yeah, I was
they
gonna say,
turn
how-
into a stronghold.
Yeah.
How many vampires are milling around in that market?
A stronghold that has a true vampire in it, and a bunch of people keep going there. It turned into spawn.
Yes, but we have Hamilton now.
Which means he's a vampire lord.
Lord.
Oh fuck! What did we fight last campaign? That thing was annoying as fuck.
I was just like a random, like a vampire. No.
Dude, it was so like it kept flying away and shit. It's impossible to kill. We spent like 3
What's that
episodes.
thing's name? Begin with a.
To Kelly Lee.
Kelly Lee.
Yeah,
Did you remember?
Kelly
But I
That's a
think-
unique name.
but I think the way we killed to Kelly Lee was basically how you have to kill a vampire lord. if I
Trap him
recall.
with running water.
Put it in a waterfall.
It's like you gotta go to like it's like special place or whatever.
Yeah, you go into like the coffin that it
Yeah.
uses to regenerate, and you put a stake through the heart or something.
All right, I'm real embarrassed right now.
Ooh, I just remembered there's no running water here.
I was gonna
Or lava.
say.
Yeah.
I remember
so-
Brendan was like, "It's so fun to see Big Smile and Chris in real time figure out how vampires are killed."
All right, so I'm gonna give you the gist of it because I totally like fuck the pooch on having this information. It just hit me that like this would be a perfect opportunity. So basically, Lulu will say like, I remember we were outside of Elturel. And we charged through the Hellgate. And Zariel was singing. And all the riders, they joined in her celestial song. And we were tearing through devils like a song through the air. But then something happened. Something bad. We were betrayed. I don't remember. I don't remember. And she sort of, the light fades in her. She like tries to remember this. But yes, revelation, boom. She's like, Zariel was the name of her angel.
Was it Zariel that betrayed you then?
I don't remember. I know she was my friend. My very, very good friend.
This is the same Zariel. I'm sorry, Lulu.
I wish I could remember more.
Does the name Lo mean anything to you?
Does the name what?
Lo, L-O.
That name mean anything to us?
That was the name of the angel that should have like led the Hell Riders in.
No, Chris, I'm very sorry. That was like a biblical low. Like, lo, an angel appears.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh,
They never
okay.
got the name. Oh, okay. Chris knew that. London didn't realize that's what that was.
But yeah, Lulu's like, oh my god, I charged through the Hellgate with an angel named Zariel. And that
Thought
was my
the angel
friend.
couldn't pass through the gate according to the legend. It stayed behind.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I want to add that Roland and this old man are very confused about what is going on.
After all my research, the only angel name that I've come up with is Zariel. Absolutely peculiar.
I mean, is it though? Angels can
Suppose.
fall. I For them to rise to the rank of an archdevil is certainly rare, but I don't see why it wouldn't be possible.
You have to be quite powerful to reach that rank. An angel is quite something.
And I mean, look what happens to the humans who get corrupted down here. If an angel, imagine how powerful they would be.
The more we explore, the more we may unlock. That's...
Yeah, we have more immediate matters to attend to.
Do we head to the Reach then?
Roland will tell you that it's pretty well fortified. Like, he's like pretty sure there's a bunch of Hell Knights.
So be at our best.
Maybe.
Do we have better luck with the blade?
Maybe. He's like, you guys look a little battered up and used a shitload of spell slots.
Yeah. What did you say,
Ophelia's
Ophelia?
at 12 hit points.
What did you say, Ophelia, before that?
Would we have any better luck at the blade?
He said that's been held by Hell Knights the whole time. We took it from the Hell Knights at first. But we only held it for about a 10-day before they took it back.
Well, I would not be opposed to a short rest if that's possible.
I mean, I feel like Roland's telling us to take a long rest.
I mean, it is still daytime, technically speaking.
That's
I don't
fair.
know if you could take a long rest, but like, Jay is telling you that, I mean, if you want to recon it, you can do some recon or whatever, you know, like, really, you guys can do whatever. Like, it's open. Roland is not commanding you to do anything right now.
Well, I need to heal, first and foremost.
Yeah, at the very least, we'll take a short rest.
Okay.
Are the people? Do they have supplies in this particular room we're in? To where
Like-
the people...
Like nothing. They were expecting just to do a run. Like, they were expecting to be back at the High Hall that day.
Then I have 5 rations left.
I was gonna say I can always just go into my amulet and
Yeah.
grab some. So like I don't know, like I don't want to like send these people to their deaths starving. You know, if we're gonna have reinforcements, like at least let them get some.
Okay. That's totally possible. However you guys want to do that.
Or if Ophelia wants to use her rations, I just figured like the ration storage that we brought would be a better use of that.
Might as well take the ones off me, so I only have 5 left in my bag. But 5 days of rations.
Okay.
They can be split.
All right, yeah, they're immediately like rationed out. Renetta Hornblower's like, did you save some for me?
You're half the size, so you get half the rations.
Actually, Renetta, I got something just for you. She reaches into her bag and
I'm taking inspiration.
Why are you guys being so mean to this lady?
She was mean to us.
Yeah, she was.
Been
Yeah.
in hell for a month.
Yeah. She's like, doesn't bother me none. I'm having a great time. Fresh air. It's good for the pores. She's obviously bullshit. It has not been a good time. We cut.
This will work fine for now, but sooner or later we'll have to go to the market and I'll see what we can tussle up there. If we anger this Baldur figure, whoever he is, then
Yeah,
I suppose we'll deal with that when it
if you
comes.
say that out loud, Roland will suggest that you do not do anything like that until you talk to the marshal. Because if you upset the balance of what the marshal has been building, he's gonna be pissed.
Fair enough, fair enough. See what the marshal has to say first.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we've brought enough extra food that, you know, we'll at least have bought ourselves a little time to get our own footing.
Okay.
Before we go after, you know, a vampire lord.
Yeah. So we get a scene of like London patching himself up after getting like a hole in his chest, you know, and Hamilton will come and sit down next to him and sort of, you know, tie it behind him. I can't believe you're here, kid.
It's been a tumultuous journey. I couldn't imagine the fate the city suffered, and this is where I'd find you of all places in hell, but I am glad you're here, Hamilton.
I'm just glad I'm, well, I haven't turned.
Sounds like you have more at stake than the rest of us, then.
Yeah, but we don't need to worry about that. It'll be all right. What of this, this little creature you got here? Last I saw it was just an egg. Now look at it.
It's grown to become quite the companion, quite the fighter. You can pet him if you want. He's intelligent and of his own agency.
I just can't believe it likes you. Well, I mean, I guess of course it does. You weren't enough trouble on your own. Had to go and make a little mischievous friend.
Yeah, I think he's gotten used to the smell by now. It's quite helpful when I was out there alone hunting. It was good to have someone by my side when you weren't there.
Just sort of wearily looks at Django and kind of smiles. Just be careful with that thing, kid. Dragons don't come without their complications. But knowing you, I'm sure it's fine. Actually, knowing you, we should all be afraid. Very afraid.
Do you have any ideas on how we can liberate the Reach? I guess that's our next step.
Hit them hard and fast and don't die.
Stick to the shadows and inflict as much damage as possible. Will the Hell Riders dare to join us? That was probably too risky for you.
Oh, the men we've got with us are willing to live and die for Elturel.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
I agree. He will sort of, hit you on your shoulder. I'll say, just remember when we're out there, what I always said, lad, smooth as butter on the pull, sharp as a knife on the release. And I imagine you both say sharp as a knife.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Sharp as a knife on the release. Good kid. It's good seeing you.
You too.
He'll like ruffle your hair awkwardly, and then he'll point at Django and he'll be like, and you don't get any ideas about using me as a chew toy. I bite back.
Classic Hamilton.
All right, cool. Is there anything? Okay, so let's step not out of game, but like step up to a higher level here. What's the plan? Like, what do you guys want to do?
Let's attack this Reach. Let's fuck these guys up.
I'll remind you. You went to 4 hit points in 6 seconds.
Bad luck. Just unlucky on the dice. Bad starts.
Well, what's at the Reach again?
Hell Knights.
That's the bridge.
Oh, that's the. I thought the blade was the one with the Hell Knights.
They're both covered in Hell Knights.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah, but they wanna take back the Reach.
Yeah, they've been fortifying the blade for the entire time.
Exactly.
They've only had 4 days at the Reach.
Right.
Got it.
Maybe, London can scout ahead, but I think I don't see another play besides just going for it.
Yeah, I could recover a spell slot. Be good enough to try it today.
Okay. Well, how about this? Roland will, after you guys have been resting a little bit, he'll say, I've gathered some... That was good. He will say, I talked to some of the men. London.
Yes.
How about you and Hamilton do some recon, check out their numbers, see if we can take them today.
Aye.
Hamilton also like salutes him. Like a lot of the Hell Riders have like learned to respect the ranks of the Flaming Fist because older Raven Guard is like the highest commanding officer in all of Elturel right now. So, so yeah. All right. So, do you want to do some recon then, London?
Yeah, sure. Little scouting mission.
Yes. So why don't you make a stealth check with Hamilton?
Cool. It's gonna be good because I'm with Hamilton. Literally
Shut the fuck
natural
up.
one.
Do you have an inspiration?
I do.
Good.
Yeah. And it's gonna be awesome because I'm with Hamilton. I said the first time.
Oh my
Stop saying
God.
that. It's not working.
Well, it's above a
Did you
10.
not take pass without trace?
I did take pass with him.
You did?
Yeah.
Are you gonna use it?
I guess so.
Okay. All right. Without anything, you can. So, what does your pass without trace look like? Can it have something to do with Django?
Oh, yes.
Because you know Django's little ability.
Yes. The shimmering, like pure ebony of his scales. I feel like he like shakes it off and rubs it, and the darkness seems to like creep out from like the space between his scales and cling to everything in the area.
Perfect.
Yeah, with the nat 1 and the nat 4, London's like rubbing like paint on his face like soot and getting like dirty,
Right.
and it's like clearly not doing anything.
Hamilton is shaking his head at you like,
yeah.
what
like,
have I
bro,
taught
you
you,
have
kid?
a stick stuck to my
You,
face.
you have lost so much. He will literally say that out loud, like, I gotta retrain you, kid. But yeah, you guys go rooftop to rooftop, going through alleys, and I'm gonna just pull. Can I pull you over to a map? Yeah, I'm just gonna pull you over to a map. Everyone can see the map.
Fuck, I was hoping only I could see the map so I could lie about how many people
No.
there
I mean, you
were.
still can. It would be metagaming if anyone else knew. But let me describe to you what you see because it is horrific. You will, as you peer around the corner, you will catch a glimpse of the forces reinforcing the bridge. There's about 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 opponents holding the bridge right now. You will see Hamilton will, like, as you guys are ducked under, you will see at the head of the bridge, there are 2 knights wearing heavy armor and wielding glaives. Let me pull up all the handouts so I can just go boom, 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 send them.
Dude, what the fuck is this thing?
Oh boy, you'll see. So you will see heavy armored knights at the front of the bridge. We're describing the first sort of series of characters that you see. They have skeletal skull faces with massive horns coming out of the skull, and between the cracks of their armor is fire. As you will see, 2 Hell Knights.
Oh.
Between the 2 Hell Knights, there is a dwarf-sized creature, also wielding a glaive. Oh, I wonder if the Hell Knights have glaives. They might have swords. They have spears. But wielding a glaive, standing between them, is a dwarf-sized creature wearing gold, almost bronze armor, colored armor. They carry a glaive that's like twice the size of them that looks wicked as fuck. The only thing is, you don't see their face. You just see a bronze baby-faced mask. As you'll see a Maragon, which is Maragon. These are some of my favorite devils. Oh, they have a halberd, not a glaive.
I realized, like, hey, you'll be a Maragon. Like, that was a good deal.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah. They're fucked up little fuckers. So yeah, that's a Maragon. And then you see some white mask cultists. But the scariest thing that you see, we get this sort of slow shot from the feet of a horse 2 horses, and they're like bony and skeletal. And the horses sort of, do their hooves on the ground, and there's sparks that come up from it as they like click their hooves against. And as we pan upwards, we'll see an armored warhorse that is a complete skeleton.
Oh, cool.
And panning upwards, you will see what the real Hell Knights look like. These are Hell Knight champions. And they appear as though their armor that they wore in life has become the chitinous metallic flesh of their new form. So if they had horns on their helmets are now their face, with a fucked up toothy mouth coming out of the face, and there's horns coming out. It's like their bodies are now the armor. But there's like flesh underneath. It's like some sort of built-in like chitinous sort of deal. Let me show you sort of. They're all unique. Each one is unique, but this is like a really good idea of what they look like. PH. Hell Knight Champion. Here they are. That's like my favorite. That's like my favorite art for the Hell Knights. Like that's what they look like, right? The armor is part of them. See how his head has the helmet, but it is his head.
On
Like
the
that
wrong side.
Yeah. Big Smile would look at that and be like, I'm gonna punch that. It's gonna work.
So yeah, that is
Cool.
so you see 2 of those guys. And then 2 more Hell Knights on 2 Marangons, 4 Hell Knights, 4 Cultists, a Spine Devil, and 2 Hell Knight Champions. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Hell Knight Champions are no fucking joke.
But if we can get Lulu on that bridge and she says the prayer, what does it say that Gorn or whatever his name is will do?
Show up and fight, which I doubt.
Good thing you're not saying the prayer. Good thing you're not saying that prayer.
Legends are somewhat based in truth,
It is historically true that they used to be called Torm's Reach and Torm's Blade.
The cultists basically don't even count, so really it's only 8 guys. And then if we have Torm, we're not even outnumbered anymore if we have Lulu and Django.
So there you go.
I'd say it's even.
So you can report back on your findings.
Yeah. It is
Truthfully?
fairly well fortified. There is just a handful of cultists that shouldn't put up much of a fight, but some of the monsters are unlike any I've ever seen. What's that old man's name who told us about Torm?
His name's Vander.
Vander, how sure are you that Torm will in fact come and help if we say that prayer?
He is just as stubborn as fucking Catholics. You're not telling him that this won't work because he will not believe you.
Well, Gauntlet, I think we would need that help to make it a fair fight.
Then it might be a little tight. I'm down to only a handful of spell slots right now for myself.
Oh, one more thing. The bridge spans that gap. That gap is thousands of feet. If you fall off this bridge, if you don't have a feather fall, you're fucking dead. Period. No 20d6 bullshit. None of that shit. You're fucking dead.
Even then, 70 damage is going to kill all of us.
True. And even if you feather fall, you're not coming back. You know what I mean?
You need to have feather fall and fly.
Yeah.
Well, August has fly, right?
Yes, so I actually do have both of those things, so I'm fine.
Well, if someone else
Y'all
feather
are
falls,
fine.
you can always retrieve them at least.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
insta-death, hopefully. Let's just plan to not fall off.
Yeah. I didn't give any enemies shove attacks.
frontliners hold the line.
Vin,
London
that little
Hamilton in the back.
Vin, if you can do that anti-gravity field and push people 5 feet, that
You know, I was just thinking of the same thing.
could be helpful.
Depending how big they are, I mean, the way you described those Hell Knights is quite terrifying, honestly.
Dude, Gabar Vortex Warp just having a time out there dropping people off this
Vortex
fucking...
warp.
So Vortex Warp couldn't just drop people off.
Oh,
ledges,
that's right.
though.
You had to
they
have
had
a
to put them on a
surface.
stable surface,
That's
but then
right.
you could push them. You could put them 5 feet away from the ledge and then push them off, like
That's
we
right.
did with the Yeti.
Yeti.
but-
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. Finn also has Thunderwave always prepared.
What's that one, David?
Pushes people.
Shh, that was supposed to be a surprise. I saw like the sharp edges around here, and I was like, "Oh, perfect! We're finally gonna get to use Thunderwave."
Ophelia, you're some sort of battle master thing. Don't you have a maneuver to shove people off ledges?
I have one thing I can try. Haven't tried it yet, but
All right, you guys try that. I'll stay 300 feet behind you.
Just like you to stay out of a fight.
And honestly, though, for this one, I think the farther you stay away from the bridge, London, the better. The fewer people we have to worry about going over, the better. That being
Well-
said, are we about to go into a fight tied together like preschoolers on a rope?
All right, so in total we have. Okay, so I'm iffy on how I'm gonna handle like other NPCs. There might be like other fight, like there's more than what he reported, and they're like cultists and stuff, you know, like outside the bridge. But like that's the enemies that I'll like make the named NPCs have to face.
I mean,
Yeah.
It just makes sense to me if they need to rest too.
It's possible.
Like they've been behind enemy lines for 4 or 5 days.
There's like a handful of Hell Riders and Flaming Fists that are on this side, so they're just gonna be like, we're doing this, you know, over here, still helping. But I'll put the
Honestly-
named NPCs with you guys.
my vote is kind of long rest.
We have to stay down here a whole extra day then.
I think it's worth the risk.
I mean, I can patch Ophelia up, but I won't have much magic left myself if I do that.
I have a few good punches left, but after that, I mean, we saw what happened when we fought that demon.
Yeah.
I just can't hit as hard as I usually want to.
Honestly,
Gross.
two extra Zephyr strikes could be the make or break.
So, Tanis, you can survive the fall. The issue is you're going to be in a locket a mile below us.
Yeah. Do we have a locate object? I guess you do, don't you?
Oh, yeah, no,
You do.
that's a second level version.
I mean, the locket takes damage.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's not an impervious object. So if the locket's AC is like 10 plus my warlock level, and it has a couple of hit points, like maybe like 5 or 6.
Oh,
so
it should
it
be
would
fine.
certainly get destroyed, and I would die with the fall.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
would
it
you
would
just-
suck if the River Styx was right below you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Wait,
then,
wait
you
a
know,
second.
Then my character becomes the Marmaduke, or whatever those gold mask faces were, you know. I can't remember what they're called.
Maragon.
Paragon, thank you. What the fuck is a Marmaduke?
That's the fucking dog in the comic strips. Great Dane dog in the comic strips.
Oh shit.
Make that canon.
And all of the Marangon have dog masks.
All dogs go to hell.
Oh, I just lost my breath just now. That was hilarious. Okay. All right. So we're taking a long rest.
I think so. I think that's.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely the safer option. So.
Okay. So we have like several hours. So what's going on? Like you guys are just gonna chill in here?
Yeah, I mean, just catch up more on like how things have been day to day for the past. How long they've been here.
Sure. You ask a question, I answer.
I mean, what's a day in the life down here? Like,
A lot of fighting. They've been fighting tooth and nail. Just to hold the High Hall has been insane. It's lucky that they're alive now. If they manage to hold something, it doesn't last long. Demons, Hell Knights, Sons and Daughters. The Sons and Daughters aren't as much of an issue in taking. They've secured Shiar's market to the fucking T's. You're no matter how many forces you could rally in this city, you are not taking Shiar's market. They have it fortified. So it's mostly just been the Hell Knights that have been causing a lot of problems.
I meant to ask, actually, when we were being told about all these factions, is there like any opportunity to like talk or reason with them, or are these like 4 sets of enemies that will kill you on sight, full stop?
So their intel on the Sons and Daughters have been they're trying to recruit people. Like they're trying to get people to join them. Yeah, they're offering, like you guys saw that sign, remember? Where it was like, join the Sons and Daughters. We have food and shelter and salvation. So if someone willingly comes to them, they will accept them. They're not like ruthless killers. But if you don't want to come, they will make you a prisoner and take you forcefully. But like we just discovered, they did not harm a single hair on those prisoners' head. They were in perfect health when they were, as perfect as it could be, when they were being transported towards Shiar's market.
Knowing vampires, I doubt that those people would have stayed unharmed for long.
They're not exactly the most altruistic sounding ones.
once you know they're vampires, once you know they're vampires, it seems so obvious. You know, they're not going to touch their food or harm their food. They have no reason to eat bread and, you know, fruit and whatever else is there. So they fatten up the livestock and welcome them into the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
And, you know, increase their numbers even further, too.
Ophelia's going to ask Hamilton. This might be a strange question, but what of the horses? Are there any around still?
A lot of it's either the Hell Knights have got them, and they're like fucked up demon horses, or there's just it's like that was part of the big execution of things. It's like cutting out resources, and a horse is a big resource.
Yeah, why feed a horse when you can eat a horse?
Yeah.
Well, you know why I'm asking, but
I mean, I hear you. But yeah, other than like fucked up horse, but you know how that spell works, right? You can just fucking
make a horse.
Abracadabra a fucking horse. Okay, I'll let you handle that in your own way. I'll let you handle that in your own way.
Trying to see if there's like, oh, maybe this works differently.
You have to find out. But yeah, when the Hell Knights, they went through and like systematically slaughtered everyone that was important, any form of government, everything. Like they had this plan for fucking 50 years. When it was execution time, it was execution time. That was a wrap. I mean, you guys got a little taste of it as they were killing people leaving the city.
Yeah.
Like they had already planned this. They knew what was going to happen.
Has the city been falling?
The city regularly like shifts, is what Roland will tell you. But he's not sure.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
It's like kind of getting dragged further down.
Right.
And but the city's stable. Like the bridges won't just be pulled apart.
He does not know. He'll say that this is unfortunately unforeseen circumstances. They didn't cover this in Flaming Fist Man Up School. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Did you want to circle back around to the Zariel thing? Theories or anything about that?
Yeah, I feel like the theory's pretty well agreed on. It's bad.
Well, again, not that I believe what the shield is telling me, but if there is some kind of angel trapped in there, and one of them hates Azariel, it makes it even more confusing as to which one it is.
I mean, at this
It's
point, we
still-
know there's no angel in there, right?
Yeah. I feel like Traxigor and Sylvira were very clear on this, Vin.
Disagreed on a lot, but that was the one thing they both agreed on.
We can't be sure, guys. Who knows? I'm just gonna hold on to the shield.
Yeah, Vin is like convinced there's like something more, but well, I guess we'll see, but probably not. But yeah, she is like obsessed. I don't have all the answers.
Well, here's a question. Where is Zariel? I mean, I assume nobody here has seen an angel flying around. And the city's just floating in the air. Has she left it to its own devices, or what?
I feel like it's very rare for generals to be found on the battlefield.
Maybe we can find out how she's relaying orders. Because if we're going to union up these tablets, we need to find her part of the contract.
And we still need to find out how to destroy it, though. Suppose just throwing it over this bridge into the river Styx is an option?
We have to union them together, if I remember right. Then
Yes,
goes
yeah.
into the Styx. Or that's the working theory, anyway.
My guess, Zari will be a fool to have her half of the contract and Elturel. Probably somewhere on the plane of Avernus.
We might find the Creed Resolute up at the High Hall, but...
Oh yeah, do you mention that out loud? Roland will tell you that the Creed Resolute is currently being held by the new, he sort of does this in air quotes, High Overseer.
Is that an ally or an enemy faction leader?
No, she works very closely with Ravengard and has been helping him rally the people. She's the last surviving Order of the Companion priest, and she's just an acolyte. She never signed the Creed Resolute. But she takes good care of it, and she also leads the people in prayer and stuff all the time. She still treats it very much as a sacred book.
When we filled in Roland, did we not mention any of the information about the companion being a load of shit?
I maybe, yes, you did. Did you?
If Gauntlet Elderfire wouldn't, Ophelia would have.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I
I
said
mean,
like
open
Baby
flat
Screams,
out.
everything.
Right,
was a lie.
everything. Okay, yeah, so I mean, he believes you, but he's just telling you, like, you might be hard pressed to convince these Christian folk that their
Oh, I don't
Bible
care
is an
about-
evil book.
I don't care about convincing them. That book is being burned. Doesn't matter who's holding it.
It's not occurring to me right now. Is there an easier way to destroy that one, or does that have to go into the Styx as well?
So
From what I
Vira just
remember,
said
there
destroy
wasn't
it.
a second copy of it. It was...
But it will take an equal amount of crazy power to get rid of it.
It's technically easier.
Yeah, and also you keep saying throw it into the 6 because that seems like the easiest option. But like there was a, like she said, like a dragon's fire, or like there was a bunch of
Yeah.
other like extremely powerful magic is what it's going to take to destroy this thing.
Right.
And
I was just
also-
saying that.
Theory, right? Like this is very theoretical. We don't know if throwing it in the sticks is going to work.
Right. But out of all the theoretical things, like, we don't have a dragon and we don't have a.
I understand. I just, if your plan it doesn't work, I don't want you guys to be like, but you said
No,
no.
of course. It's just
Okay.
like of all of the like.
Well,
Technically, we do have a
potential-
dragon, but
Technically, we have
Drake.
like a baby Drake. Yeah,
if we just wait 30 to 40 years,
that's it, guys. We just wait it out
we could
as vampires.
perhaps not become vampires, but try to, I don't know, drag a noble genie into this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, my concern is trying to do that trick twice. Because, I don't know, after what we learned with, or what you learned with all that summoning and binding ritual stuff, I feel like a Jin's lightning is our best bet.
but it's kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Or could be.
Very well could be. Or, you know, maybe a genie's wish if we're that lucky, but
Hey,
I
Vin,
know very little. I'm sorry, you can go ahead.
Vin, that angel within your shield, it's a fairly powerful being, isn't it? At least from the stories we've read.
Whether it's 2 or 1, that much is clear, yes.
What if you'd be willing to do us a favor?
What would that be?
Well, we have 2 books we need destroyed by powerful magic. We'd have something that hates Zariel.
that feels like flooding a village to put out fire.
Gonna make a deal with another devil to undo a deal by a devil just feels like you're just opening up a can of fucking devils right now.
Vin will absolutely not hesitate. She will telepathically ask the shield, "Can you do it?"
Yeah, sure, totally.
You asked the shield, can he? Okay.
Let's ask the Lord of Lies if he can do something right quick. That benefits him.
That you can't insight check him either.
Great, yeah. Can't wait to see how this turns out.
If he says no, at least, well, we have an answer.
Not like this, my child. Not in this form. I must be freed from my prison. I do loathe Zariel. I loathe her with every infernal spark of my being.
How would I go about freeing you?
That's a good question. And that does have an answer. I don't think he.
I mean, he could just say like, "In time, all will be revealed" or something. Like that.
Sure. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he actually like really knows. But he will say, "Okay, no. I know what he'll say. Yeah, he'll say something ominous like, you know, in time, all will be revealed." Absolutely, I love that. Yes, he says that.
Very well. She thinks to herself, "Well, to be honest, it wants to, but I didn't get a straight answer from it. So in the meantime, we should look for other ways to destroy it. At least take it in our possession, so we can use it against Zariel, even if it's still in its form."
Doesn't hurt to have a backup.
I think you're meddling with something dangerous with this shield, Vin.
Might be the only way, though. Such power might be what we need in times like this.
Thought it was a foolish thing until about now, but, you know, keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
Lulu will say, "I don't like that idea. I don't think you should be freeing this devil that's been trapped in the shield. He was put there for a reason, by forces stronger than he.
You might be right, Lulu. I don't know. I barely know anything. I need to know more. Her eyes are kind of just darting, racing. She's thinking.
I mean, I will say it's not ideal to use Gargoth, but the chains of infernal contracts are set in stone, and for this particular example, the devil doesn't hold all the bargaining chips. If you were to make a deal with Gargoth, at least you're the one setting the terms.
I mean, that's a good point. That might be the only devil we find down here that's willing to make us a deal without having to sell our souls or something like this.
With all this being said, you, Lulu, I think you'll be important too. That flash of light that you emanated before. Well, if you can somehow recreate that, save us in our most dire moments. Maybe I won't need to use this shield.
I don't know how it happened. I just remembered something in that about that prayer. It just made me remember.
Well, I doubt we'll come across so many holy prayers in this place, but we do. I should have passed them off to you.
Were they an angel of Torm?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember more.
No, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, we get down here for a couple hours and you're already starting to remember stuff.
I'll do what I can to help. I'll try to remember. But I don't remember now. I'm sorry.
Maybe the Echo Recall just had to be in the right place. I don't know.
Rubble falls from the ceiling as the shitty shifts.
A lot of speculation, but we need to get some more concrete information before we really start making plans.
Just for Roland, has the big picture objective here just been survive this whole time? Like there's no bigger goal anybody's working toward?
No, he will say that the marshal was trying to make more solid footholds. And he had some plans in the works, but Roland wasn't really like a part of it. But we might like with you guys around, there might be more that we can do now.
Well, more to the point, we can bring them. I mean, the one thing they're lacking is hope. We have a way that's actually out, a concrete way, rather than just surviving.
Yeah, and Ravengard might have a plan after that.
If Ravengard's been able to rally the people around survive until hell eventually takes us over, I mean, imagine what he'll be able to whip people up into with a real shot.
Odd question. Oh, maybe not so odd. Can Django fly? No.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but no. But he has wings.
Like tiny little stubby wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, little baby flappers.
Yeah.
Lulu's work fine.
I'm guessing Lulu can fly, just not very fast.
No, Lulu can fly fast as fuck.
Oh.
Lulu zips around, bro.
Okay. So we technically have two.
Yeah,
party members
Lulu
who can
doesn't
fly.
walk, right? Did you? I don't know if I
Yeah.
conveyed that. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I knew that about
Lulu
how
doesn't
fence
walk.
they
She only
float.
ever fly. Yeah.
I love those, like, what is it, the Nalfeshne, where it's got these tiny little
Oh yeah, the
wings.
Nalfeshni, yeah. Ooh, you don't want to face one of those right now.
was thinking, is it wise to maybe assault the breach from a two-front attack? If some of us can get from one side and others from the front, I mean,
Like the
Well,
west side?
What two sides? There are.
the
Yeah,
west
both
side.
sides of the bridge, the east and the west side. But you're saying you have to
Oh.
cross the span first. That's why I'm saying flying.
Hmm.
How far is the span? I think I don't have a flying spell, but I have a spell that can give everyone light feet. Not the slow falling one. I have something else. We might be able to get quite a few people over the bridge.
Like 120 feet.
120. So jump triples a creature's jump distance. Oh, that's a bit tight. It's a bit. It's a
Only
bit
be
tight.
like 60 feet for Ophelia.
Yeah, I don't know about jump.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
would.
work.
Yeah, it's not quite enough.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
Is levitate an artificer spell?
That is a good question. I don't think so.
Levitate's
but
only self though, right? Oh no, you can cast it on other people and shit.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
like
let
objects.
me
and
look it
stuff.
up. Let me look it up.
'Cause-
Levitate.
You just levitate and just
It
push
it
them real
is-
hard.
It is an artificer spell. I gotta add it to my list.
Take a rope, tie it to a hand axe, throw it across the chasm,
There you
pull
go.
yourself across.
Easy.
Yeah.
D&D 101.
Well, I was gonna say.
I will say, like, getting across might not be like the area between bridges, basically all the way down the river, is like fairly open, so you might be seen. I mean, unless you
Yeah.
go all the way to the south, it's possible.
No, I mean, this would be like at the time of attack, get across and then start the flanking.
I see.
Ooh, I do like flanking.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try the Find Stupid spell. I have one more spell slot left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if we're gonna long rest, fucking do it for
So
sure.
you got to describe to me how it looks when you cast it, because it does work differently.
Depending on what sort of leeway you have, I imagine later in the day, as everyone's kind of talking about plans or whatever, she excuses herself. And just on a whim, she remembers the special call the Hell Riders have for their horses.
Yeah.
In sort of maybe uttering a prayer, like focusing very hard on this sort of strange black flame that seems to be replacing whatever her magic is. Like her hand lights up with this black flame. She puts it to her mouth and whistles.
Yeah.
And waits to see if anything comes.
You hear ticka-tit, 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 that rat-a-tat of hooves. And rounding like a corner of a building, you will see a horse. I'm going to give you a little bit of leeway with what it looks like, but I will tell you, it's hellish. Anytime you use Find Steed in hell, it creates like a nightmare. The type, it's a monster type, but I'm imagining, and correct me if you have any other ideas, a black horse with the blue-black flame mane. So it's still got fur and stuff. It's not like skeletal, but if you want it to be skeletal or whatever. Wait, what do we got?
Nice.
Okay, yes, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. But it's got tact and everything on it. It's already like decked out in armor and gear and everything. And it just and then stands right before you and fire as it breathes out.
Shocked at first.
Wait, one more thing. Wait, one more thing.
Oh, yeah,
I had a
go
better
ahead.
idea. You do your whistle. Nothing happens. And then the companion strikes lightning down onto the... Because I see flames. But you know what? What if it had, like, black lightning?
Yeah.
Like companion lightning. So it's like a goddamn fucking lightning horse.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking exactly.
Okay,
Like
so
this
it's got the
weird-
flames, it's got the energy, the bluish energy, right? It's more like energy than flames. But it's got lightning that courses out of his fucking mouth and shit, as if like companion horse. Okay, there you go. You're welcome.
Well, aren't you a magnificent beast? Unexpected, but I'll take anything I can get. And she'll kind of pat it, feel it up, make sure it's okay.
Yeah, you immediately connect with it to the point where like you feel like you could control it with your head, with your thoughts.
Sorry, dear, I don't think you can get down the stairs, but we'll keep you safe.
Sure, you could probably keep itself safe.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. That works.
What's the horse's name?
The horse's name is Friday. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Horsey
It's a bad joke.
McHorseface.
It's a bad joke. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
The horse's name is Kurik,
Correct.
which is draconic for slaughter.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, Chris, there's a cowboy, and he rides into town on Friday. Then 3 days later, he leaves town on Friday. How does he do it?
Right. Okay.
The horse's
Gotcha.
name is Friday.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
How did you find that image so fast? By the way, that is. Did you have that ready to go?
Yes. I may have been using Mid-Journey
Yeah,
just for inspiration, you know.
it's good. I love it. It's perfect.
Sick.
All right. Anything else?
Thank you for the edgy horse, Jay. I appreciate it.
Oh no, this is the rules. I don't even. This is just how hell works. It just gives you a nightmare horse. So. Okay, cool. Anything else? God, I can't wait to see Ophelia ride on the nightmare horse. Holy fuck, that's awesome. Oh god.
Kind of brainstorming since Tanis had the idea of approaching from the west, of if it's possible to get us all on the west side and just approach from there, because they'll have it fortified for people coming from the east, right? Both sides, right?
Yeah, it
It's
would
high
be
hall.
both. Yeah, because the
They
high
look pretty
hall.
balanced.
Oh, how far can a horse jump?
I don't think you're span. Listen, I don't think you're spanning that gap with jump.
I was thinking, well, with Vin's thing, but yeah, the 100.
No, jump is the name of the spell. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can get in my amulet. I can turn someone invisible.
I think we could do it. We'd have to
Can't
leave
you-
behind the horse.
Tanis, can you bring someone into your amulet?
That is my space.
But if Vin casts Levitate on Ophelia, and then gets on Ophelia's shoulders, and then London gets on August's shoulders, and then I fly him across,
We're not playing D&D unless we're doing
and
this.
they levitate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is what D&D
Okay.
is right here. This conversation.
London ties my amulet to an arrow.
Yeah, shoots it over.
Across.
Yeah, I'm reading the spell text. That would actually like that would work.
So I mean, you definitely could get Tanis across like that for sure. But we were talking about okay, levitating Ophelia, and
The
then
horse. Because I'm not leaving that horse behind. But
Okay, so we're going from the east. then.
well, here's
Actually, I can summon
you
it
could
again on the
summon
other
him
side.
again
Yeah.
always.
Oh yeah,
Can't you
Okay.
just dismiss and summon him back like forever now? Isn't that how that
well,
works?
I mean, it
No, I
costs,
thought it would've-
costs a spell slot
Every
at
time?
Second level. Every time.
It's not like find familiar. Okay,
No.
Noob.
but I mean, Ophelia can attack with the rest of the group on that side of the bridge.
Yeah. Meet your horse in the middle. You can go like a telepathic bond with her, right?
I mean, she could also just be with the other Flaming Fist on the east, and you guys go to the west, and then she'll just meet
Yeah,
you
draw
guys in the middle.
Help draw attention.
Right.
But yeah, like, are we gonna spend a bunch of resources and do a bunch of Looney Tunes bullshit and like for what? Like, what's the advantage here?
To play D&D.
Like, is it worth it? Is the question I'm asking.
I don't know if it's worth it to spend a lot of resources to get all of us across, but if we can always, like, it's always better to flank from two sides. You split the difference, you pinch them, it's...
I mean, if we can get everyone across the other side without getting shot at, then it might be worth it.
I mean, the only
I
thing
don't think it is. If it's fortified from both ends, I don't think it is.
No,
but
we need
if
to
you
attack
can
from both.
pinch them,
Yeah. We need somebody on the side with the other Hell Riders.
Like, if we just attack from the east side, though, or it's like all 5 of us against like just the guys at the east, while like the other bad guys are at the west. If we split the party, then we're all fighting more people. Like, we can have a few turns of like 6-on-3 versus 3-on-3 and 3-on-3.
But then also the Hell Riders don't get slaughtered by.
Oh yeah, if a Hell Rider dies, that's another Hell Knight.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, like since there's
Like
only
full
5
hit
of
points
us-
too, like straight up just a new enemy has entered the chat.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, since there's only 5 of us, I don't think it makes a ton of sense to split us across the bridge. Because, yeah, like, they outnumber us, so instead of, like, hitting them from 2 sides, it would just be separating us from, like, being within, like, touch distance for Cure Wounds or Healing Touch and stuff like that.
So just frontal assault,
Push.
Candace hold the line, push, London, Vin, August in the back, reinforce.
I mean, it's a choke point for you guys, but it's also like, I guess Roland will say that because he's a tactician. It's a choke point for you guys, but it's also a choke point for them, right? So if you're pelting them from the back, they have to move towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Vin will actually ask to be closer up to the front so she could maybe knock someone off the edge. That is a viable strat.
That's fine too.
But yeah, I mean, we got to be careful. Like, Vin, you can feather fall to catch yourself and then levitate back up. So you can survive going off the edge. Just be careful with resources.
Yeah.
Make sure you have enough to do that. I can, fly if I get knocked off the edge. We need insurance for everybody else.
I've got 30 feet of rope.
I might be able. It depends if I can see it or not with Misty Step.
You're going to be 500 feet below the city the second you fall off,
Yep.
so you need something.
It's true.
Yeah, because
I don't
Missy
have
Step's
anything
not
myself.
a reaction, it's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action, yeah.
So I still have that token of Featherfall that I bought in the first session.
Ooh.
But anyone that feather falls off is, unless they can get back up. You wouldn't die from the fall, but you would die to whatever hellish landscape is below us.
Yeah.
But even then, Featherfall only lasts a minute. So if
That's
it's
60
if we're
feet
like
per second. Or
No,
is it
Featherfall is not. It's probably not going to work out. I think Levitate is. Yeah, Levitate is the only saving grace besides Fly.
It's
Just
a
have to be
risk we're gonna
careful not
have
to get towards
take.
the edge.
Yeah, do not.
Yeah, stay in the
Get
center.
pushed off.
Yeah, there's no way they can push you. I think the bridge was like 15. No, it was like 20, 30, 20 feet span. So if you stay near the middle, no one can push you that hard.
grapple and drag.
It's
The
true.
vampire just pulled Ophelia like 30 feet in that
Wasn't
last
that
fight.
badass? That's some pretty cool mechanics, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
pulled that
that
from
was-
the MCDM, bro. Fucking
was a
bad
little-
shit. That's
A
bad
little bit
shit right
scary
there.
for a couple turns. I think if we just stay like on the land and start attacking them and like pull them off the bridge, they got a funnel, not one by one, but they can't get their full numbers through that bridge.
Yeah, you
And we're
just
at least on the
charge in,
land.
hold action, move to forward, strike, move forward, strike. Like they keep coming to you.
I think that's what's going to have to be. We can't make it a guaranteed thing that everybody's covered, but if we play it smart.
Yeah, Tannis and Ophelia, is it more of a hindrance to have rope tied to you guys? So you won't be able to be more than 50 feet apart, but they'd have to knock both of you off to knock you off.
wouldn't join the Flaming Fist if I wasn't willing to take risks.
I mean this as hurtfully as possible, but do you think Tanis will actually be able to keep me on land if I fall off?
What the fuck's that supposed to mean, Ophelia?
You
Are you saying you're too fucking fat for me to pull up?
Easy, Fist, easy.
Yeah.
No, I am fine. Thank you.
All I'm saying is perhaps you are not up to the same strength standards as I am.
Yeah, you heard him, Tanis. Aren't you listening? He like knocks on
Shut
your
up,
head.
short shit. I'm fine, thank you, Ophelia. I will be able to pull you up if you were to fall over.
Well, then we'll just not fall over. How about that?
I like that plan.
But as far as the rope goes, if we play it slow, I don't think it'll be much of a hindrance, personally.
Your call.
Hey, you know what else? You have a horse. You know it weighs like 1,000 fucking pounds.
As much as I love Kurik, if the horse goes, I can just...
I mean, I reckon the horse is actually not getting knocked off that bridge.
Yeah. That too.
So if everybody, tied to the horse, yeah,
Yeah, the horse has got like an 18 strength.
yeah,
and
that
it's
horse is
2,000
not getting
pounds.
pulled off. Yeah, that horse is not getting pulled off that bridge.
That's a good
I
point.
don't want to tie myself to anything because I'm like, if I have to Misty step,
Right.
like the whole plan just kind of goes to crap, you know. I think we'd be fine without it if we just try to stay towards the middle of the bridge.
My gut's telling me we don't need the rope.
Also,
I think we'll be
we're also
fine.
not taking into account, like Lulu will say this, we're also not taking into account the fact that Torm is going to come help us.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, this is going to be easy, of course. Got torn.
Thank God she's the one saying the prayer.
Well, that is a good point. So,
Is it at all feasible? I'm just like wondering mechanics wise. Someone falls off. We have an arrow with a rope tied to the end of it. We shoot the arrow into the person that's falling, and then someone tries to grab it.
Not unless you were holding your action to shoot someone with an arrow.
Great idea,
also,
but like,
like-
I think Jay said you'd be like 500 feet away.
Yeah.
that's within longbow range.
Yeah, there's nothing for me.
No, but the key is the trigger of a reaction,
Yeah.
right? That's the thing. So if you were holding your action, waiting for
Yeah.
someone to fall off, then I would totally allow that.
Fair.
But because you have to do it on your turn, that's a whole other can of beans.
Yeah, fall a big distance in 6 seconds.
Let's
All
just
right.
plan to not fall off.
I like the not fall off plan. That's a great plan. All right, let's go to that bridge.
Okay,
Tomorrow morning.
you guys get a long rest.
Sweet.
Done.
me get
Here's a
those-
question.
Yes.
The maximum HP drain that I got
It
from
goes
the
away.
vampire. Okay.
Everybody eat your breakfast.
So we're gonna leave the survivors here. There's like 18, 19 people.
Yeah, I think that's
I think that's Roland's command. Like, I think he's gonna say that that's probably the best idea. And we'll come back once you take the bridge.
Last thing we need is a Hell Rider going down and having another problem right in the middle of us.
Okay. All right.
Then again, if I died, it's exactly what's going to happen. So,
If
If you're
Ophelia,
gonna die, just jump off that.
if
bridge.
Ophelia dies,
We're throwing her off the bridge.
she's gonna turn into a Hell Knight.
That'd be fun.
But because she's a PC, she might turn into a Hell Knight champion. But
Is-
like her own specialized version, right? Like I said, all the Hell Knights look different, but especially the champions, they like are their own personal armor.
yeah. I guess they've seen Hell Knights die. I'll ask them: is it instant or?
Yeah, as soon as hellfire consumes their body, when their soul like goes to leave them, and they rise up again. And it's not even like a werewolf transformation thing. It's like a magical, boom, you're that thing now.
Yeah. So no revivify.
Right.
All right. I expect you to act accordingly, Ophelia.
I will keep it in mind.
I mean, it's one thing if, you're willing to risk your own life, but keep in mind what happens. We're not just down, our strongest fighter.
Standing right here, guy. Standing right here in earshot.
Clearly talking about me. Shut the fuck up.
Tana, sorry, we're just having a conversation, August and I, or talking about the strongest fighter.
That is true, Tanis. If I'm going down, I'm bringing you with me. Joking.
I mean, if you're going down, I'm throwing your body off the bridge anyways. So.
I got my money on Ophelia.
If it happens, you have my permission, Tanis.
Thank you, Ophelia. It would be an honor to throw you off a bridge.
Well, let's pray it doesn't come to that, yeah.
Okay. Everybody's long rested?
Yep.
All right. You and the Flaming Fist, Manup Roland, Renetta Homebuller, Fist Colin, Hamilton, make your way out of the cellar. And you begin working your way through the city, past a couple of buildings, towards the Reach.
By the way, I have a horse now.
Oh, okay. You exit, there's a horse. It's a fucking horrifying looking horse.
I feel like this has to be unpacked at some point, but...
We'll put a pin in it when we get to the High Hall.
Okay.
He's on our side down here. It's fine by me.
As you guys make your way through the city, this little section of city, you will hear, like you're moving cover to cover, Ophelia's sort of quietly riding her horse, and you will hear Renetta say, "Get down, get down!" You guys duck. Ophelia leans on her flaming horse.
Back it up into an alley.
Renetta will point upwards. And you will see above you, a shadow flies across the sky. And it's silhouetted by the glow of the corrupted companion high above. You catch a glimpse of a towering figure clad in black armor, seated astride a monstrous steed wreathed in flames. The horse's mane and tail made of fire, its hooves leaving trails of sparks and embers in the air as it gallops across the open sky as though it were solid ground. The figure's armor draped in dozens of twisted chains that hang from his shoulders and waist. A heavy aura drags behind him as he passes, a fiery specter over the city's broken skyline, and you will see that he looks like this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
No.
This fucking guy.
As all of you are ducked down, that fella there, we believe he was once the High Knight of the Order of the Companion, back when he had his soul. Now he's twisted into something fierce and deadly, powerful as all hills. Just spits on the ground. We best be steering clear of him. And he will gallop across the sky and then out of view again. Let's hope, Roland will say, "Let's hope we don't catch, or he doesn't catch us on the bridge." And that's where we're in the session for tonight.
Guys, 90-minute quick combat. Let's go right now.
So that is the session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone out there. And we will see you all on the next dive into the descent. Stay sharp and farewell, adventurers.
Farewell,
Farewell,
adventurers.
adventurers.
And that is up.